Oh, Gong. These are Gollum. I was like,
No.
I didn't see you play Gollum, did I?
Like Gong. Does it require attunement?
Oh, it was who is Vinny, blah blah blah. But we got the
We
answer.
kind of got
Oh,
that.
That's what
yeah,
it says.
No,
Yeah.
the Gong doesn't.
Okay, cool.
The Gong...
Sets alarm. It's like you once per day. You can cast alarm with it.
No, it was once per day. Oh no, it was. Hang on, I wrote it down.
What was Vinny's
right?
full name?
It can be mentally triggered to gong within
Oh,
60 feet.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Mentally triggered, yes.
What was Vinny's full name?
Vintretheth.
Did I tell you that?
Yeah,
Yeah, you did. I got like Vinlady something.
You gotta work on that handwriting.
No, because I scribbled over it because I misspelt it. I think you told me how it was spelled, so I tried to fix it, but I fixed it in.
Just spell it how you hear it. We just have to do that from now on.
How do you spell this?
How do you spell this?
And how we stop the bill.
Hang on, Vin.
So, what are the most important questions that you reckon we should ask it?
Slovintus.
Slavintus.
And he's the quartermaster at the Baggy in Broadaxe.
But we told
And we told Austrian
Oh.
and Tesora.
yeah, and Tesora.
It says who is V in the ledger or the letter. Sorry.
Yeah, and
That's
we
what
kind
I
of
was
and we
writing.
kind of figured.
Yeah. Cool. So, what do you reckon the most important questions are coming up next?
Well, I suppose, do we want to be asking personal questions or do we want to be asking mission questions?
Bit of both.
Yeah.
Maybe alternate.
Nothing to really.
Yeah, maybe one that we need, one that's
Like
Personal.
one for the group,
Yeah,
one
okay.
for a person,
Yeah.
one for a group, one for
I
a
like
person.
that.
yeah.
And because we'll probably run out of personal ones before we run out of
Oh, for
group
sure.
ones.
100%.
So like kind of, that means that we're still getting use out of it collectively, but also just knocking those over.
So what was the last question we asked about?
That was where's the books of
Looks
slaves?
like, so should we do a group one
in
next?
the Rallas areas
Yeah.
mansion.
So group one,
Damn it, Carl. I thought you'd learned it.
Rhinoceros.
Rallazarius.
Ral, hang on.
So
Ral,
Oh, that makes me happy.
Oz,
Rallazarius.
or
Arius.
Aries.
Rallazarius.
Ralozeros.
so we've got in terms of group stuff, Fort Air, like what happened there.
I feel like that's pretty low down,
So that's an interesting thing, but
not something
we're not getting paid to
pertinent,
find
you know?
that out yet.
Yeah.
Not yet, anyway.
When someone offers us money, then we'll answer it.
So Fort Air, that's a personal one. Lydia's a personal one. Voiceless Hand's a personal one. Seventh Sister. That is, I guess.
What were we asking about the Seventh Sister? Like, why?
I guess what happened / where she is.
Well, we know where she is, so
I think it was like what happened to split her off.
What happened
yeah,
for her to break off from
the seven.
the other six?
Yeah.
Rygor Darksinger, that's a personal one. Phaedrith,
That's a group one.
that's a group
I
one.
mean, she's out handling people.
The
right?
death. Well, that's what we think. We don't actually know.
Oh,
wait,
the
no,
sister
no,
said
the
it.
sister
I got
said,
from
yeah,
that. So I think it was it to do with kind of similar to the sister, like
why did she
there?
leave?
Is
Yeah.
she a prisoner? Is she like unwilling? Are they?
Yeah,
Yeah, is she under control from the
Or
sister
they
or
work
something?
together?
Yeah. Death of D, that's a personal one. What happened at Scholarston? What was that again?
Scholast.
Like, what happened in Scholarston?
Ty is smiling, but
Scholarston was a person, right? No, I mean,
No, that I'm pretty sure that was the old city.
why can't
yes,
I?
that
Oh,
sunk into
right?
that sunk.
The
old
yeah,
capital.
Yeah,
The
is that
old
right?
Esshara.
Yeah.
can we ask that? Can we ask that? Oh no, I reckon we should ask about Phaedrith first.
I think like Fort Air, Scholarston, that's more like world.
Yeah,
we
that's
were
like
curious about. what
if we
happened.
need a question, we can throw one of them.
Yeah, when we've got,
Wolfpine and the Blackbriar, I feel is kind of more important.
I would put
and
that
like
Of a
above
curiosity
And the
question.
Feywild.
The Feywild as well.
Because also, like, do we need to be? Can we do anything to help combat that? Like, because that's still
Exactly,
a problem.
like we could
We
send
just
a
kinda
message
left.
out to the Koya and be like, hey, all you gotta do is put vinegar on the Blackbriar and you'll be good.
Yeah,
You don't have,
yeah.
like, vinegar, just like step on some grapes.
Yeah, that it's it's just like a jellyfish thing. You just gotta pee on it and
Yeah.
it goes away.
So, and then there's about the Feywilds, like what's going on with that? What's up with the Feywilds?
What's the deal?
What's the
and
deal
no
with
baby
Feywild?
orcs.
Oh,
why
yeah.
they couldn't
Yeah.
have kids, but the one below could.
Jeez, we've got a lot of questions.
And how did Shoth come into being? So what's the most important question right now?
I feel like something to do with the sister or Phaedrus, because that's kind of our next move, right? That's where
Did you want to
we're gonna be
double-check that
continuing-
Phaedrus definitely is in Hell?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Well-
more like wanting to know why she broke
Yeah.
off. From
Yeah.
Okay,
Why-
so you can
why-
ask the question, are Phaedrus and the seventh sister working?
I kind
I
of
feel
feel
like-
like the Blackbriar and Wolfpine would be more important because, like, it's like, oh, we just found out this information about, oh, it could be Apocalypse. Okay, bye. We're going to Esshara.
Yeah. I was gonna say with like how we phrase them, we should try to avoid like yes or no questions.
It needs to be
Otherwise, it will just say
extraordinarily
yes.
specific.
Like instead of being like, you know, like are Phaedrus and the rogue sister working together? You'd be
Yes.
like, what's the relationship between Phaedrus and the rogue sister? Do you know,
Yeah,
just
like
just
mentor, mentee, like
hopefully we'll get a
slave,
little
yeah.
bit more information.
And where is Lydia
Maybe not
Romero?
much more.
It's what is the exact coordinates, town, and whatever that she's in.
What is the nearest town? You know,
To Lydia.
Yeah, or like,
yeah.
yeah, where is Lydia
Where
Romero's
is Lydia
current
currently
residence?
situated
Or, yeah.
in this universe to the exact point?
What is her
No, no,
latitude
GPS.
and longitude?
How many minutes north?
Latitude and longitude.
Doesn't quite work. But that's alright.
But something like closest town or whatever.
Something like
Yeah, what is the closest settlement to Lydia Ramirez currently?
I still think it should make sense with the way that Thurin interprets it, but anyway. But yeah, what's the main question first question we're gonna ask?
All right.
Like either Phaedrus or the Blackbriar.
I feel like Blackbriar's kind of more important.
Yeah, either one, honestly.
And look, yeah, I suppose at the end of the day, we're gonna have a few days in between here and Howling Peak anyway. So
We're gonna have more than a few.
yeah, it's like
Howling
weeks,
Peak's-
wasn't it? Like 3-4 weeks travel.
Yeah.
So
Plus, to get to Howling Peak, we have to go all the way to the west coast
Yeah.
to Bournemouth, and then up to Fort Eyre.
all right, so I'm happy
that's
to
That's how it goes like around it. Yeah,
I think so.
is that right?
You have no idea. You've never looked at a map of the place.
I'm basing off what you told us. It's northwest, so yes, we'll have to go west and
All right,
north.
I'm happy to ask about Blackbriar
Around
then.
Lindolfa.
Alrighty. If we're good to go,
Is it?
can someone pull up the stream and just make sure it sounds okay? I know we did it once and it sounded like robots. I would just like to check since I've unplugged that thing before.
You're on it, Stephen.
But thank you. That would be wonderful.
You talk for 5 seconds, and you talk
My
for
name-
5 seconds. And
My
you
name
talk
is
for 5
Dr.
seconds.
Green Thumb.
Hello, my name is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
9, 10.
Yes.
Yeah, ours is a bit quiet compared to the other two. Maybe we need to pull it a bit closer.
Expand your voice boxes a bit.
What?
Yeah, I am a bit louder, am I? Oh,
I wonder, are we just louder?
maybe we're just
Or
loud
is it the
people.
mic?
I think it's the mic, because usually you're the quietest.
Really?
Because
Yeah, that's
you
definitely the
sit
mic.
back.
sit up in the corner.
Oh, yeah, because I'm just like.
Special
No, I'm going to sit as
Yeah,
far away from
I
this as I
think you
can.
need to bump ours up a bit.
Yeah, I did. Bumped it a little
Okay.
jumpy.
You guys speak for a bit then.
All the words in the English language. That was some of them.
I think we need to speak so that I can hear what it's being said, because it is too quiet.
Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
What is that?
Is it like feedback? I think it might be
There's
feedback. 'cause
feedback?
But
It's
is
like
it?
playing out of your mind.
Maybe.
Yeah, it'd be that. Yeah.
Because I'm like, that's very sharp. Yeah, Kyle's the loudest this time. It's
Yeah,
weird.
Kyle, get it.
I saw that Tasmania you got in
Yeah.
your
All that
Tasmanian water.
Tasmanian oysters.
Yeah, we're still quiet here compared to them. And your one could go up a touch as well.
Okay.
Like, theirs is overpowering compared to our two mics.
Yeah, right. Bippity boppity. Tasmania.
Give me the zoppity.
Oysters have to have like the craziest ratio of delicious to gross
Of snot.
of
to
anything, like because they're so young, but they just look and like the consistent, like that. Blah.
Rough. Never had one.
Oh really?
I'm too scared to because of the look and the.
It's like imagine if
texture
you
and-
cross like yogurt and like a chewy bit of snot.
Muffy Duffy.
Not the
my
taste,
Duffy.
the texture.
Imagine if you mixed the taste of Muffy Toffee in my Toffee.
Moi toy in my toy.
No, not the taste. The taste is delicious.
But the consistency. Well, I've had snails before.
Well, the taste is kind of just salty,
I love
honestly.
Moi Toi and Moi Choi.
You
It
make
just
it
tastes like salt water, doesn't it?
kind of, yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Alright. I guess
Sound a little bit better, yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, this is still.
Did turn up. That's alright.
Do we have a long rest?
Yes.
We had just gone back to the
Long rest and attuned to gong. We
And
decided.
I attuned to the Dwarf Slayer.
Remember,
and
we-
then you asked me about the Book of
the-
Slade, and then we ended.
the froth and swallow.
Yeah, that's right.
What a great
It
place
was like
to
it was
stay.
something about froth.
Yeah, we
Went
went
to
we went to
swallow
Beverly's and
Yeah.
then across the road saw froth and swallow and we were like, whoa, hold
Oh,
on.
absolutely, we're not going.
Poor Bev.
Poor Bev. But come on, when you're across the road from
She's-
the
she's
froth
got
and
a-
swallow.
She's got to step that like name, that branding game.
Yeah, a bit of marketing.
Maybe hers is less, yobbos and more Beverly's.
I suppose that might
The-
appeal to some people.
The over 40 ladies. That's where it's. Alright, welcome back to Dungeons and Nerglings. We are going to continue our sesh. Last time, you lot learned. It was basically a big info dump. You learned a lot from Alphinus. And he filled you all in on as much as he could answer.
Yep.
And you were
Maximus.
Xmas. You
We
were
are now the king.
given quite a big opportunity, but one that you need to think about. You make a decision. Obviously, it's not a time-sensitive thing. There will be a date at some point in the future, but
Could be years, right?
yes, it's not happening just yet.
Could be hours.
Yeah, and then you went to a pub and slapped a man. Slapped a couple of men, actually.
And then started a massive bar fight that was glorious.
Yes,
We had a Russian slapping competition and a bar fight.
And
Oh,
Varys stole the till.
Came in dressed as someone
I
else.
love how he tried to cheat to get me to win, but I just won anyway.
Well, it
Money,
added
right?
It helped. Yeah.
every little bit. There's no such thing as stacking the odds.
You looked down on me when I used command on Trev.
We all
Come
did.
on.
Everyone looked down on that.
This guy rubs oil underneath a giant's foot.
Yeah, but it's still like 90% you. The oil just takes it that extra 10% slip.
You need
And
that.
so does command.
Command is
It's
100%.
100%.
Stop trying.
This is true.
No.
Drop it. All right. So you helped fix up the damaged furniture. Everyone chipped in a little bit of silver
Oh,
to
yeah.
help replace chairs and tables and stuff that got destroyed.
I think we all offloaded our shrapnels.
Yeah.
Basically.
I gave him some of his own gold back.
And he was very touched by that. You went back and found a place to stay. Did you? You
Frothy
didn't actually
swallow.
stay there yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've got money down.
Remember, I asked if we could, because we took a long rest schedule and in there, I asked if we could just get the question
Quickly attune
first
and attune to all the
and
items.
then, yeah.
Yeah, then we looked at like the because I got written down.
Glamour weave.
Glamour weave and
Yep.
that
Beautiful.
we're gonna make our
Varys'
Amazon doors
circlet
out of.
of breathing.
Gonna make your budgie smugglers.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Smudge
Except,
bugglers.
Yeah, me and Keeks were talking and saying, like, while it would be cool, probably not ideal if we all had like matching rainbow vests, because if we're ever
sounds
trying to
great.
do, if we're ever trying to do anything inconspicuous, it's like, why are these 4 dudes like strategically surrounding me with matching vests in the market square?
Isn't it they can look like whatever we want?
I have no idea.
No, their magic power was
entrancing, distracting,
distract,
shifting, and
like-
shimmering can
like
be
your
used
stuff.
to distract.
yeah.
Never mind, I wrote it down.
You sure did.
I wrote it down and my brain was like, nah, it doesn't do that.
No.
That's not what
It
it
does
is.
what I want.
That's what I want.
So maybe like accessory.
Or concealable things.
Yeah, like Varus will have like a little pocket square handkerchief sort of thing. Like you can have a scarf.
What about if it's like the lining of our clothes? So we're just like,
Yeah, actually, the inner lining of a
like
jacket.
a cloak or a
And
vest
then
or
from the
something.
rear, it just looks like you go up to someone, do that, and then they are literally
that-
stunned.
That little glow on their face. It's like,
It's like looking into the briefcase in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
let's go down that rabbit hole.
Pulp Fiction one?
Well, we
No.
just have to find
I mean, Barris is getting a gimp suit made.
Yeah.
All right. So what we'll do is, it is currently the 19th,
Yeah.
and you have long rested. It is now the 20th. Is that right?
No,
No,
it's
no.
the 18th.
Now the 19th.
Merida the 19th of Uranus.
Beautiful. So what we'll do is we'll sort of see if there's any overlapping things, but we'll just try and check off some checklist things to do while we're in town. So blacksmith, we'll start there. Does anyone else need blacksmith things done? It's not on your list, then, no?
Really.
All right, what you got?
Alright. I've got steel and whatever the hell the other part of it's called that you use to start fires. That one. I would like if you could take the steel or just make one, and I want it basically put on a 2-finger ring that faces inwards. Like I want that on the inwards, and then I need flint, maybe that long, cut into 3 sections.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So you've got flint, or you
I've
need-
got a flint and a steel if he needs them to make the thing.
Okay. Well, yeah, he'll need materials.
Well, yeah, I give him my flint and steel.
Okay. So you head to a blacksmith's. It's called Red Hearts. A short, blonde-haired fella named Pugsley.
Pugsley.
Working away in his little forge. It's sort of not a big business.
Artisanal.
Yeah, sure. His cat, you notice, hangs around near the furnace, who he affectionately calls Sooty, because it lands on the cat and you see a few little holes in the coat of the thing. But
In the cat.
yes,
Few
in
little
the
holes
coat
in the cat.
of the
Just
cat.
like white phosphorus.
Yeah. No, Ash, not Sooty. But
Right.
yes,
The name's Ash.
Like
it's a
ketchup.
cat.
Oh, the cat's name is Ash.
Yes.
Pugsley's cat.
Ash.
Cool's Gold poison. Poison specifically
Poison.
chosen
Cool's
Cool's
Gold.
Gold.
That poison? Yes. Yes. And so he sort of he can take that quest pretty easily.
County sir, pretty please if you could take these
Take
I
these
need
things.
the steel made into an inward facing 2-finger ring and the flint shaved down to, maybe thinner than a pencil, about yay big, cut into 3 sections.
Okay. So describe the purpose.
This is going to be so
Flint on the
I can
inside.
wear the ring, and then with the flint, I'm going to get it sewn into the glove along the thumb in 3 sections. So there's still a tiny bit of, but you have to do that anyway, sort of thing. And yeah, the idea is to be able to create a spark without having to stop, light the torch, hold the torch up, get Hermes hold the
Give
torch,
it to
and then get
Hermes.
the other shit out, and then go sort of thing. Yeah, it's just to try and start a fire like that.
Little bit of custom work, little fiddly, but not too bad. 2 gold pieces.
Easy sold, yeah.
Do you want like the fire clicky plasmid out of Bioshock?
Yes.
Yeah, but low tech.
Medieval.
Very low tech, but.
Beautiful.
Medieval on your
Well, then I gotta go to the leather worker and get people set up. But yeah.
Made the gimp suit.
Yep.
And
So that would take a couple of hours.
yeah.
You notice in his little workshop, he's got a nicely made mace sort of hanging over the mantle behind him. It's displayed quite nicely. So just pride and joy from what you can see.
Is that his finest work?
Yep.
I get nervous when you ask questions like that, Keith.
What kind
Yeah.
What's
that
these?
security
How much
like?
would this roughly fetch on the market? And
If it was the illegal black market. You know, rough.
Yeah. But yeah, a nice enough guy. Hard worker.
With a name like
Good
Linsley.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he makes my stuff well.
Yep.
Patronise his
isn't that the
business.
kid out of Adam's
Adam's
family?
Family.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's been bugging me. I was like,
I was like, there's not
who
enough
is
people
it?
named Pugsley in
I was like, it's someone out of something. Yeah, Pugsley and Wednesday. Does he look like Pugsley from the Adams Family?
blondish
Da,
hair.
da, da, da.
He's fat and dark haired and a child also.
I like it. And the cat is actually a crawling claw.
It's a hand.
Oh,
Alright. Anything else on your list?
No, not there. Just going to the leather worker, getting him to sew the flint into the thumb part of me leather gloves. Well, of one of them.
The flint gimp suit.
an entire
I run
gift
into
suit
that
made out of
with
flint.
this.
Break dance and set everyone on fire.
It's on your, the flint is on your
I've
nipples.
just been throwing oil flasks, and then I run in and just slide across the floor.
Like those the people that like work at the horror fest things.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
takes
with the
people around,
Knee
yeah.
sliding
Slider pads.
things.
I mean,
Mm.
I like where you're going with this.
Set yourself on fire and see what happens.
And also everyone else. That sounds fun. Okay. So yeah, leather worker would be easy enough to find. You could probably find one at the pits. They'd be able to do the work fairly cheap. Yeah, not a super difficult thing. Just an inset, a little patch.
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
I'd probably set you back 2 silver.
Cool.
I suppose it's pretty clever. Very good, like, level the playing field tactic in combat. Doesn't matter who's better with a rapier when it's just
Well,
turning
one
into
guy's
a
on fire.
who burns faster contest.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, yeah, I mean, it really doesn't matter who's a better swordsman, I guess.
When it's just
everyone's on fire.
when it's just I burn slower than all of you.
I've got water.
Yeah.
I have this ring of fire resistance. But yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, no, that was all I really sort of
New
thought I wanted to
big,
do.
new big.
Well, actually, no, I did. I did.
Fire breakdancer.
Would the leather worker have like strips of linen or like a roll of linen or anything like that? Like a regular sort of dry cloth?
You could find a tailor.
Like burlap
Yeah,
sack.
something like that. Yeah, like that. Anything that I can get in like long strip, kind of like bandage. Because yeah, I just want like a big roll of that.
Yeah, you could go to an apothecary and get a roll of
Yeah, big roll of
gauze
bandages.
sort of stuff.
Yeah, sweet. That'd
Yeah.
work.
If we're at the market, just
One silver.
what did they broke something of mine when they broke into the
Brewer's kit.
that's
Oh,
it.
yeah,
But did I get
broke
another
all
one?
shit.
No, I didn't think so. Could I find one of them at the place?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Glasswares somewhere in the city.
20 gold.
If that's the price, that's the price. You'd still have. I wouldn't say it'd be
It wasn't
20.
the whole kit.
Yeah, it was just the glassware, really. Just like knocking stuff off
Okay,
shelves.
so just
You'd
like-
still have the tubing. You'd still have like copper. And that
Yeah,
sort of
because
stuff.
it includes like hops and barley and all that
Yeah.
sort of stuff. So well, I don't know what, a quarter, half.
I'd say half.
Okay, so 10 gold.
I just saw another question. Who blew us out of the tower?
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, we could just
Oh,
go
yeah,
back.
we haven't even touched that one. That one behind.
We did a lot of effort.
Satsuma in the rain. Is that a bush?
Dancing around in the snow, throwing satsumis at each other. Yes, what was on your list, Mr. Fu?
Well, it was mainly just the questions, and I wanna like go around maybe taverns, see if anyone knows about the dark singers.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
11 plus. I think it's 0. Investigation. 1, yeah, 0. So 11.
I mean, people are aware of it. It's not an unfamiliar.
Like if there are any dark singers in
Oh,
Esshara.
okay.
Yeah.
In Esshara specifically, probably
Like,
not.
or anyone that would know of them personally.
On an 11, I mean, people are aware of the name.
Yeah.
Not really sure where they live. Like general sort of information. Nothing you haven't heard about.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rumor mongering about the name. People sort of get at odds, actually, discussing whether they're good
Whatever
or
the
bad.
god touched or whatever they are.
Yeah. God crossed.
God crossed.
And yeah, you don't get much on that front. Do we want to do the questions afterwards because they're interesting?
Yeah, we can end with them, the downtime.
Let's end with the questions.
Like,
Yeah,
not,
the
not the
questions.
session, but...
The questions have to be the next day.
Well, it's one
Because I've asked the question today already.
technically, because we did the long rest and then asked.
And then
one
asked.
as soon as we woke
So
up.
I've already asked
yes.
the question
That's how we
today.
got
Truth.
that
Yeah.
first one done.
Alright, no worries.
So that's
Well, yeah, we're kind of combining 1 or 2
Yeah.
days in.
Yeah.
And I'll give you some snippets. Just get all the things out of the way.
Like, I don't need anything else really besides information. There's nothing I particularly need to buy or anything.
Yep.
I want to try. I got a couple things. Try and find a tailor to make the tailor good enough that can work with glimmer weave.
Okay. That would be a little harder to find.
Yeah.
So you go. You try the pits first. The tailors are very like basic.
Definitely look like they're going to just steal it.
Yeah. You don't. A little bit shifty, but going further in, you find the more refined sort of. Working with magical cloth, not an easy feat by any means, and a couple of people think like you get 2 that are like might be able to do it, but I haven't necessarily ever used this. Quite interested in the cloth itself. Not a common thing, obviously, from what we get.
Yeah.
How would you like to approach it?
Do we want to go in further and find? I feel like
There'll be
like I might ruin it. I might not. Who knows? Is not a great business proposition.
Yeah.
Like if I'm putting things out for tender, the hey maybe we won't break it is not winning the tender.
Yeah.
Because you need specifically magic users to.
Well, maybe worst case
Try the
scenario.
loom or the veil.
Yeah, or otherwise, worst case scenario, when we next see Australian, we can go, hey, do you know anyone that could work with this, right? He knows people. He's got a network.
I was kind of thinking we would try and get like the same thing. Like it'd be cool if we all had like uniform cloaks or something. You know, we all have a cloak of the same shade of I don't know whatever our company symbol is going to be.
I wear to be as least attention attracting as possible.
But if it's just then I was thinking on the inside of it.
I really like the inside of a cloak idea.
Like the inside of my cloak is sparkly. I still feel
Yeah.
like that's not.
So,
maybe we should
ideal
get
as a
like
rogue.
Hold on, just
Travel
to
cloaks with, like,
understand
that's
the
what I was
weave
thinking.
itself. It's not constantly shimmer. It
Does it just look like silk? Not
yeah,
like
like
black
it's a
silk
fairly
normally?
nice silken sort of high quality fiber, but you can activate it to shimmer in a sort of
Okay.
distracting way.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
what-
you
what's
know
the-
what-
Well, the inside of the cloak.
That's what I was thinking. Like
Yeah.
it'd just like because we all wear kind of different stuff, but it'd be good
Yeah.
if we all wore like it doesn't have to be like a uniform. But if we all have like a big traveling cloak
Yeah.
and hood, and it's in the same shade of I don't know mustard yellow, whatever our color is.
No, mustard yellow, that's
what
perfect.
That's what I was thinking. Like something that you know,
Yeah.
We all wear.
we all because
I
we
like
all
that.
need like a travel cloak
Yeah.
to protect us from those
Right.
road
Mm.
I mean-
winter nights.
And so what's its like resting color then?
It's hard to pin down. It's sort of what's that stuff called? Pearlescent.
Okay.
So like a dull sort of color. Like it's not like
But it
shiny.
picks up
like-
light
Yeah.
and rolls around a bit. Okay, I get you.
Like an oil slick.
Let's say like
It's like chrome.
a deepish sort of purple.
Okay. Hey, that's pretty
Almost
cool.
black sort of
Yeah.
spec. Yeah, I know
But-
the kind of shade you mean.
When it rustles around and stuff, and yeah,
Like this.
yeah, yep.
Almost. Maybe even a bit darker. Like the
No,
bit,
I'd
like
say
like, like the
darker than
center.
that.
Like yeah.
Yes. But it only really shimmers when you act. Yes.
Okay, so maybe we hold off until we can find a magical tailor. Like, we won't take the risk.
We could put that on the Austrian sending list
Yep.
if we have.
Oh, I just remember we wanted to find somebody who could identify the mask.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that
yeah,
too. That's probably another question for Austrian. Oh no, he just wanted
No,
to.
he-
Austrian
Fine.
said that
And
we
then he
could
said-
probably find someone in Esshara.
Yeah.
who will-
I think did he specifically mention the Relozeroses?
I mean, they probably could, though, otherwise. That could be our in.
The
to stake 'em out.
rhinoceroses?
Velociraptor.
That's what the eyebrows are.
The rhinoceroses?
Is it Rallazerius?
Rhinoceroses?
Are you Rallazerius?
Oh, that's my cousin.
Bowling.
Okay, my next one, if we're not doing the tailor.
Well, you can, but
Nah,
you
I'm
can...
not going to risk it.
Okay.
I'm happy to just
Wait
speak to
till
Australian about it. Yeah,
confident.
and it's going to actually nail it.
So, Rhinoceros family is known for their magical
Stuff.
sails, basically.
Okay.
So a potential lead. People are sort of hesitant to point you in their direction just because they're super well known. It's like saying, "Oh no, go to the Woolies instead of go to your local greengrocer," sort of deal.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, my next one. I have a Velociraptor feather. I want to go to like if there's like a kind of minor arcane store, like where people buy like spell components, and ask them if they can like whittle it down into like a quill, an ink pen.
So hollow it out and yep, yeah, sounds
Put
awesome. That would be
nib
doable.
on it.
Yep.
Little nibby.
Yeah. Yep.
Would you
But-
like a steel nib or a copper nib? What sort of nibbing would you like?
Gold. No.
Surely Ricky wants gold.
Yeah. Honestly, you probably would gold.
Or like, I don't know, platinum or something fancy.
Give me an electrum nib.
Yeah, legit.
Yeah. No. It'd probably ask for gold.
Your choice. So, like, they sort of, this person's like, they've got all of the ingredients, all of the accoutrement for
Yeah.
anyone that scribes, anyone that writes.
Yeah.
And he rolls out this little roll of different quill heads. And he's like, so you can choose this one.
It's like that one that looks like it's the shape of a boat. Gold. I don't know how you do that. The nib is the top of the sail, and it's like a boat.
Sounds complex. I could try if you'd like.
Yeah, it's going to be a family heirloom. So
Oh,
It's gonna be.
okay.
when I have kids,
They have to start somewhere.
Gotta start refilling the vaults.
Mark that down. So we will. Let's say that'd probably be 5 silver. You know.
jeez, all right.
Small. Like a nib's fairly small.
Yeah,
Not a greatly difficult thing to.
even if I actually do want the boat,
Are you being serious about the boat?
sort of. Okay, so how I picture it, right?
Okay. Paint me a word.
Okay, so Velociraptor feather, like the stem bit, and then the nib is like a little rendition of like a 2-mast frigate, and the longer mast has the actual nib.
Oh, okay.
Also,
Do you
it's
see what
like
I
on
mean?
its side, so the feather goes in the bottom of the boat.
Yes,
you're
and then
painting
the
the
boat is
top of
upside
the
down,
mast.
and then yes, you're writing
I was
with the top of
picturing
the
you
mast.
like writing with the bowsprit kind of thing. That's how I thought you meant, but that makes sense.
I thought.
Yeah,
I
I've got the
thought you'd
upside
have
down
a little boat like sitting, pointing up.
Oh, no, no.
While you ride.
No, I'm like the upside down boat. So it's
Yeah,
like
here it
it'd
is,
be really
and, like,
no, but it
boat
wouldn't
down.
display well because you hold them like that, don't you?
Yeah.
I
What,
tell-
what
no.
about if you have it like that and you're running with the bowsprit?
No.
The,
I tell you what I will ask for. I'll ask for, see how this has a holder? The holder is a boat. And it plugs in like
and it's the sail.
and it's the sail.
Your mast goes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I ask for that.
And then
So-
sort of like, oh, love it.
Mm.
Great idea. What would you like it made of?
Gold if I can.
Gold. Okay.
Yeah, gold.
I'm not a metalsmith, but I could have that done for you. It might take a day.
I'm in town for a few days.
If you provide the gold, I won't charge you for
How much would need to be melted down?
it. Maybe. Are you thinking like that big?
Yeah.
Okay. Would be 4 or 5 gold pieces.
Yeah, right. Use 5 for your trouble.
Bitcoins.
Ethereum.
Yeah. They're sort of like big coiny coins. But he seems quite excited at the challenge.
Yeah.
Any people ask for a custom or rest?
Yeah. Port.
But it's going to look great when I have a desk one day, right?
That's exactly my thoughts.
We
Come
should
back
take
in
the bar
about a
and take
day.
hers.
We'll see.
Thank you very much.
Really nice sitting on top of your headstone.
Hey.
Just a little purple.
Yeah. And then my last little bit was I was just hoping to be able to like busk for some money.
Absolutely. Okay. Are you doing that both days?
Yeah, I suppose like first half of the day is like looking for Taylor and commissioning the ink thing, and then like second half of the day, and then the full next day, probably.
Okay. Roll me a 20. This is performance.
Can I be doing my sword dancing that I was practicing?
However you want to perform.
Was that what you were doing to the unicorn?
Sword singing, dancing, yeah.
So you try and find a populous sort of like high traffic area, one of the crossroads in between the gates.
A 3 and a 2. Sounds about right.
Can I scope out the area while he's busking and see if anybody looks particularly rich when they do come along, throw a couple of coins in and then try to feed from them?
Well,
So it's only a 12.
okay. Let's see. Your sword dancing requires a lot of space. Like you need to be able to move freely. And swinging a sword around, as artful as it may be,
People aren't about it.
kind of
When
dangerous.
you blind small orphans.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to restrict yourself a bit. The guards are sort of eyeballing you, making
Yeah,
sure that you're
okay.
not, and people are hesitant. I'd say a couple of people chuck in a few silvers, so you get about 6 silvers on the first day. Would you like to rethink?
Yeah, maybe
On the first day, not much.
Yeah.
Not much to discuss.
Yeah, seeing the problems that it causes, I'll just try some regular nice lyre playing.
Okay. Are you thinking near guards? Are you thinking like elsewhere?
Is there a
Like more central?
main eating?
I want to go to like, was it the Loom is the business district?
Yep.
I want to go to the business district and like find a nice lunch spot near there.
Well, Heronwick's garden people
Actually, perfect. Yeah.
take lunch in there.
Yep.
Sure.
I'll perform just on the edge of Heronwick's, so people can still enjoy the gardens,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
yeah,
But
on their way in and
nice
out, they
background
pass
music.
me. Yeah.
Beautiful. Roll that performance.
2, 3, 4 makes sense. 13.
Slowly getting better. I mean, it really
That's
accompanies
horrible.
the space very well. But people are on their lunch.
Yeah.
You get one older fellow who Varys is sort of watching. Big walrus mustache, and you see a goblin sort of nipping at his heels, like keeping up like an aide sort of. Flicks you a gold piece.
Thank you.
And sort of. So you could learn a thing or two about the music then. And you just sort of like extending a little too
Yeah.
close. But
Damn. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
roll perception just while he's playing, while you're watching people. It's quite a multicultural place. It's a hub. Like there's a lot of activity. It's always bustling. Yeah, and something you didn't really see in Stonebreak or Broadaxe. You're starting to see some goblin folk. You're seeing less orcs, more of the elf, half elf. Yeah, and then dwarves and goblins in sort of equal mix. A couple of tieflings and furbolgs walking around.
Very much.
Just a bit of variety. Plenty of humans as always, because they're black. But yes, that fella was the only richer looking sort of guy that stopped.
Sorry, Varys.
Well, no,
Didn't set you up with many marks.
well, no, we'll just. No, just let it go for now.
Okay. But we come back to it. We can do some like thievery sort of general rolls and see how you do over 2 days. Anything?
No, that's my 3 things.
Alrighty, Kincaid.
Well, the main thing that I kind of wanted to do was like suss out the Rhinoceros,
Okay,
but I kind of want to do it with everyone. I'm
Yeah.
not just going to go
that's
off
fine.
by myself.
If there's
do
nothing
that.
else, like we can jump to that. Oh, we'll do some thievery. So
Yeah, I'll just be generally helping everyone
Yep.
else with their things, I guess, wandering around.
Sure thing. So, where are you trying to hit? This
And
this will affect the DC and your hull.
Because yeah, I suppose like the
we should
tink.
grab the names next time.
So you've got the pits is the outer ring,
Yeah.
the tink, the loom, and then the veil, which you would not easily.
Probably try the tank.
The market hub.
Tinkle.
Yeah. If it helps at all, I'd like to do the disguise self thing again, so if shit goes wrong and I get away, then at least they're not looking for me.
Sure. Yep. And I mean, a wise thing to do. Drow kind of stand out. Again, you don't see many drow.
Yeah.
/ you don't see any drow while you're there. But yeah, what are you disguising yourself?
Yeah, again, I'm just going for a very generic looking human man, like some brown, dirty-ish robes, maybe a green scarf,
Yep.
some just matted sort of hair, and like goatee and that sort of thing.
Yep.
Just a very generic looking man.
Beautiful.
His name is Steve. Steve.
Okay,
Scurvy
so
Steve.
Steve is hitting.
Steve.
Steve is going to try and hit the tink.
You do.
We'll just do one general
I'll give
sleight
you-
of hand.
Oh, okay.
It is 15.
Because I said that I was helping people, I cast some spells on him. So I was about to say, I'll
Yeah,
I would-
you're like,
I'm gonna roll.
enhanced ability, Cat's Grace, so you got advantage on Dex checks.
okay.
But empower.
Alright, so it's 24.
Hey.
Beautiful.
That's
All right,
great.
and then I want you to also make a stealth roll. Just do for the first day.
Which would be at advantage as well.
Yeah, it's just all Dex checks.
19.
Okay.
Yeah, very nice.
Plus 9 helps.
Oh, I've plus
Both rolls good.
I'd say I'm
Only
plus 9
passable.
to my performance. We saw how that went.
Roll.
Get chased out of town.
Yeah, true.
Roll a d6.
4.
4
so,
million gold.
That's
You
a
are-
pretty good venture, fellas.
I am
Yep.
retiring. It's been lovely.
Hiring other people to adventure in my stead.
Yeah. I will pay others.
I
Yeah,
am
not
now
like
off
eight-
strain.
Eight dudes rock up and they're like, "We are Varys Vark."
No, I am very smart.
Well, the real Varys Vark.
He brought me into this.
So, one thing you notice is, like, you do some skulking, you do some scouting around of the place. Anywhere near to the guards, the gates is the highest guard presence. So you sort of find spots
Yeah.
equidistant away from
Yeah.
the gates, trying to, still some foot traffic so you don't stand out like a sore thumb, but also out of the guards' watch because they are quite attentive. Yep. Like any time you sort of stroll past, if you get close to them, you can hear them sort of investigating people, like what's your business, what are you doing here, sort of stuff. Just keeping active, keeping your presence known. And yes, I would say in the 2 days, 4 gold is quite a haul. In the tink especially, with that sleight of hand roll especially.
Yeah.
And it's not all coins. Some of it's smaller, low cost gems, like tiny little nickel sized things, just handfuls of valuable stuff.
Well, yeah, like as far as flipping those, I suppose I could. Well, yeah, I suppose actually, could I go to a really shitty bar in the Tink and ask one of the bartenders in Thieves' Cans if there's a guild around or anything like that, or a fence, I guess.
Okay.
More likely because I'm going to sell the shit somehow.
No one in the tink. Well,
Would it be the
Oh, the
pits?
pits.
Yes, the
Sorry,
pits. The pits. I assumed that's what you meant.
Yeah.
I was going to say no one in the tink would respond well. The pits, yes, very much so. You find a shadier sort of back alley, out on the western side, sort of in the sewery. It smells a little like sewer runoff out here. You find a place called the Endless Loop, and a fella sort of, hey, what are you got?
Just scrap. really, but you know, still worth something.
Yeah, and he sort of trades you up to 4 gold pieces.
Thanks.
Not a bad haul. Don't do it around here though.
Yeah, no. I
Just
mean,
from
it's nothing
the-
to steal around here.
Just from the inner. Fuck. Yeah.
Well, they can afford it.
Oh no. Good stuff. I didn't see you.
Yeah. Well,
And he sort of
until
just
I
like
don't meet you again.
turns his head away, like after he's done the deal, just like doesn't even look at you, doesn't
Yeah.
want to memorize anything about you.
Cool. Go on.
Yep. Beautiful. And so we head to the Rolozaros.
Is that the time skip of 2 days?
No, I'll give you that after you've done
The
Rolozaros.
stuff.
So we're all going there.
I assume so.
Yeah.
I'm
We do.
definitely coming.
Yeah,
I know Pete- I know Pete-
I think we'd like maybe do your stuff in the day and then be like,
Lucky I
okay,
just
off we go.
Scout them.
Hello, fellas. Let us.
Yeah,
Because remember, I was one who I was like, hey, our
You kinda
families
know
have done business
yeah.
before. I can use that as maybe an introduction.
Yep. And also the Austrian centres.
Yeah, we can just walk in front. Well, maybe not walk in front, but just introduce
Just
ourselves
looking, hello!
Yeah.
rather than doing anything weird.
Yeah, go in and be like, we hear you have blah blah antiquities.
And we have a strange thing for you to
Yeah.
look at.
Yeah, and we're also looking for the books of Slate. Do you have them? And if they're like, yeah, no worries, we were just moving on.
One
Oh
gold
yeah, then you
piece.
just have them. You take them.
Yeah. And if they're like, no, I don't know what you mean, then we'll be like,
Bullshit.
Rob you later. I mean, see you later.
Well, that just got turned up. So.
Okay. So you're in the loom.
are they in the loom?
Yep. You pass by. So let's just say heading from the front, the swallow.
Yeah.
You head up to the western gates and go in a ring. You've probably done the rounds at some point. You see a shop being built backing onto the Vale called Starbane's. It looks like it's a kind of fancier sort of place. Well, it's in the loom, so. But you head the other direction, ask directions from a few people, and they point you to a place called Revits.
Called rabbits.
Revits.
Revits. I thought you said rabbits, like a frog.
Yeah.
Isn't that the
Revit.
place on Chapel Street?
Revolver.
I feel like Revit is a
Revolver.
square somewhere.
Where time does not exist.
Yes, that's it. You've cracked the case. So when you get to Revits, it's an old establishment. Looks like it's been there a long time. It's a large single-story structure, and plastered on the front are a number of signs that say "No magic within." So,
No magic within.
yes,
So obviously, like, no casting spells. You could wear magic items and shit.
you would take that as a warning
Yeah.
not to use magic
I'm gonna cast
spells.
Detect Magic right now, since...
from outside the store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk straight in and
Had to
cast
walk.
Detect Magic.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic whilst we're outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And you do. And it's within how long? How far, sorry? 30 feet? 60 feet?
I think
30,
it's
30.
30 feet, as long as it's not like a big lead thing covering it.
Yep, but it's blocked by a foot of stone, an inch of metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Okay. Beautiful.
Before we go in, I'll have Hermes materialise on my shoulder.
Beautiful. What an owl. A gorgeous owl. So, you head through, you know how jewellery stores in the States have like that sort of buffer zone? They've got a door and a door before you actually go
Like
inside.
an airlock.
Yeah. Yep. So you
So
enter the
ours just
first
have
door.
an open way that you
Yeah.
walk into.
Exactly. But yeah, sort of a chamber where they can lock it down if someone's stealing or something like that.
Oh, like in Uncut Gems.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
Okay.
Like an antechamber.
So, stepping into the antechamber, you feel a cold wash over you. All magical effects end.
Damn.
And you sort of...
Like, kill Hermes or.
It would de-summon him, yes.
Man.
Did you
That's
just-
another
How much incense?
another
gold
10 gold of
Yeah,
incense.
another 10 gold. I've still got more, but God fucking damn it.
Well, it
You know what?
depends on if
I
it,
should
like-
rob somewhere of incense. What am I doing?
That's the...
Wait, paying for it? What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Paying
All you
legal
need to
tender
do
like a
is-
capitalist chump. He's just been stealing and
All you need to do is go to a place of worship, go into the back room. I'm sure there's barrels and barrels of barrels.
Rob a
of
church, you're right.
that is not a bad plan.
It's not like you're not already going to hell.
It's probably true.
So, all magical effects end. When the signs on the front clearly said no magic within.
Yep.
So your detect magic, you would open the door and be like, oh, so many things. Oh. But you step through and in. It's a musty sort of place. You can hear some olden day sort of music piped through somewhere in the ceiling. But yes, you step in and there are shelves and racks and cases, and you see a tall, elderly-looking sort of fellow. I want you to picture the food critic from Ratatouille.
Okay.
Yep.
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 So picture that sort of guy. What is it? Yeah, I don't know what it is. I couldn't think of it.
What?
The guy from Ratatouille?
Yeah,
You mean his name?
Yeah.
It's
Monsieur or something.
Not important. Either way. Picture a fellow looking of that.
tall, sallow.
Very thin, long
Very
limbs.
slick, greasy hair.
Like a bald snake.
Not quite. So,
Snake with worse hair.
he's in his late 60s. He's got a long, crooked nose with glasses set on. And you can
Dumbledore?
Uh,
Like
no,
if
no-
Dumbledore
no long-
really let himself go.
no long flowing mane. He's sort of in sallow robes and looks very austere and very serious.
Like the butler from John Wick if he got old. You know the guy who gives him all the guns? What's his name
Oh,
with the deep
yeah.
voice? Like if he got real old?
Either way, short black hair, and he's sort of standing at the desk with his hands placed. Good evening. Anything I can help?
Yes, we were sent by Austrian in Stonebreak. He told us that you were dealers in the antiquities.
It is in the name. Yes.
Revet.
Yes. Paloteros, eccentricities, valuables, inbound.
Well, I guess it is.
So
Damn, that's pretty cool.
Oh, you're telling me the S at the end isn't actually a word, just
Oh no. Just shorten it and take forward.
Revet.
How can I help?
What's your name, by the way?
Master Austrian asked.
He said that you could help us, possibly help us to identify some people who could work with some magical items.
Magical items are our specialty.
Fantastic. We have this mask and we also have this bolt of glamour weave. We are looking for someone who can work bolts of glamour weave.
Oh, yes.
pull out the mask.
On this desk, please.
Don't put
There's
this
a
on.
clear space. On this.
Yeah, I'd pull out the mask. Yeah, don't put this on your face. Just
I will think of it.
Also, I think, sorry, just while we're here, I'll put the gong up and I'll just say just a quick appraisal on this one as well, please.
At your service. I'm sorry, sir.
Conquering of Riven. I mean, what was your name? Sorry.
My name, I'm Monpois Bellengard.
Oh, jeez.
How do you spell that?
I'm gonna call you Manny.
You aren't from the internet.
From Lindenvale?
No,
Belengar or Belengard?
Bellengard.
How do you spell that?
You can spell it however you would like.
Pleasure
Yes,
to
but
meet
how do you spell it?
He
No?
just puts you in a stare. Are you recording this?
Yes.
Ah,
He's taking minutes.
He might think we're cops.
We're not cops. We're not cops.
We're
We're robbers.
no, we're Needlebark Goods and Services, and these are minutes for our later meetings.
okay. Make a persuasion check.
We are members of the board. It's not even persuasion, that's just true.
Oh my god, I haven't rolled above 4. Persuasion?
Velocity.
8.
Velocity.
They send her magic.
Oh, they did send you magic. Forgot about
Are
that.
you better, Losny?
No, I would have remembered.
I'll let you slide on that.
It's just like, yeah, just start casting spells like we're fucking. Yeah.
No. He doesn't look impressed. I can appraise these items. My name is not. Say.
Oh, I wasn't trying to buy your name.
Either way. Begin the appraisal.
He's from Bournemouth. Sorry, things are a bit different over there.
Sort of scoops up the items. Your payment will be due.
Are we? Can we get maybe a
we get a
ballpark
quote?
figure? Yeah, quote.
Don't know what these are yet. Once I understand what they are, that will be it. I cannot afford this.
That sounds
in particular.
expensive.
We got
Nah, she'll
we
be
got
raw.
cash. Are we free to browse?
I will avoid touching if you favor your leave.
Do you live in here? Or is this just your workshop?
No, this is where I
Uh,
I
Is it
work.
just like a bucket in the corner? Like a straw mat in the pillar?
I'm just wondering if you've got like a ring up because the Book of Slate is in the Rolozerus
Manor.
so it's not.
In the store.
This isn't the manor. Yeah.
Yes, I was just double checking that he doesn't actually live here and work here.
Well, as you can tell from his name, he is not a husband.
Yeah. He's a Belengard.
Yeah, what was his name?
Monpois.
Monpois Belengard.
Belengard.
Bellend.
Belengard.
I'm kidding.
Belengard.
The Bellend are very good fellas.
Belengard.
It's like a little sheath of armor.
It is a codpiece.
Belengard.
We made famous the Bellend.
It's like a mouth shot.
He sort of skips up the things.
The old boil and bite.
He puts on some little linen gloves and picks up your items and takes them through a back entryway, an archway sort of out into the back.
Cool.
And you hear shuffling in the store, and there's a small fellow with a feather duster and stuff, just like making sure nothing accumulates dust or everything looks pretty schmick. So yes, he disappears for a few minutes. Is there anything you'd like to do while you're in there?
I just want to have a look around.
Yeah.
See what's here.
Any instruments? Any cool pieces of armor?
There are a lot of things in here.
Anything that would catch my eye specifically. Yes. Thuridon's eyeballs.
I mean, let's put it this way. What are you looking for? Give me
Just-
something more specific.
I'm not looking for anything specific, just looking.
Give me an armor slot or a what sort of thing are you looking for?
Just looking. There's nothing
Looking for
nothing
great
specific,
jackets.
just looking around at what's there.
That's what I need. That you spot an amazing looking short sword off in the corner. It looks to be made of bone.
Oh, cool.
It's got an amazing pommel and cross guard. Looks quite sharp.
Does
But-
it have like a little description card?
No,
Oh.
no, you will have to wait for more return. But it's like a saber, like very very slender. But the back of it has some ridging. Think like Tyranid carapace,
Yeah.
sort of like.
Like a spine.
Like a bread knife, but on the
Yeah.
back.
So that would protect your hand. That ridging. So
Okay.
just sort of. Yes, quite a nice piece.
Okay.
You're looking okay.
Like
What are you looking for? There's a dirty old key.
dirty old key.
Yeah, like one of those big old-fashioned, like big brass keys sitting in a case. You said, "I'm looking for stuff." That's
That's the thing.
Honestly,
you
just
see?
anything
That's
that
dumb.
would catch my eye, and a random key with in this.
An old-
like what
it's just like sitting on a red velvet
yeah,
pillow.
like why this key on pillow?
Yeah. Something else you would see. There's a spear, and it appears to. It looks like it has dried blood on the handle, like going right down the shaft of it.
Is there 5 foot of rope attached?
They don't sell that probably. Nice throwback. You know what? Inspiration. That's good. That's good. Yes, there's a lot of things that you see. Anything in particular?
I'm not really shopping. Is there anything writing related? magic enchanted quill, paper,
Endless ink pots.
inks. Yeah, anything along those lines.
You don't see anything of that sort. This is more higher end stuff. Not so much like little baubles or trinkets.
Yeah.
These are more sleek. You see, let's throw you a few. You see a pair of gauntlets. You see a strange wooden tankard. You see,
Hang on.
Hang
you
on.
see a
Gauntlets?
horn.
Like, as in a Baru horn or a drinking horn? Yeah, Baru horn.
Hey, I'm proficient in them.
In Baru.
Baru's.
Yeah, and horns
Gauntlets,
as a musical
Kincaid.
instrument.
That's what it does.
You also see
Baru
see
horn.
a small necklace with a tooth affixed to it, hanging on like a
Bone
mannequin.
and tooth stuff in here.
That's so like Queenslander.
Shark tooth necklace.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
plenty of them.
Gauntlets, tankard, a Baru horn,
Yep.
tooth necklace. Cool. Is there
That's
cool?
what you get.
Is there anything that's mushroom related,
No,
Are there
plant
any-
related,
no,
druidy looking?
not in a place
Doesn't
like
seem like
these.
the kind of place to do it.
Are there any rings
Does
that
it look like they'd
nature.
make people kill themselves in here?
Rings.
Oh,
Like
like
drive
the,
them mad, then kill themselves.
I meant more so when their health gets to zero, they...
a ring of ending.
Looking around, you see earrings,
Earrings of ending.
but closest you find.
Instruments, and specifically armor that can I forget what it's called, but there's a magic armor that like you can make it look like normal clothing.
Oh, like
Oh.
glamour or something like that.
Well, you wouldn't know from looking.
Yeah, true.
Armor of blah blah. It's like armor of glamour or something. Hang on.
I just like it'd be awesome. Like walk into like a ball wearing a tuxedo, someone hits me and it's like it's actually plate armor.
Well,
Nice try.
Chainmail cuts.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty much.
Would that, like... Because normally in play, it's disadvantage with stealth. Would you get disadvantage with something like that?
Probably still maybe because it's like it's technically still heavy on you.
But
Yeah,
it's
your
got
suit
like
is
the
clanking.
but it's-
to-
Yeah, but it's like it's disguised to look and sound like a tux, right? But I think it's like if you reach out and touch it, you still feel plate.
Well, it'd probably work the same as like the disguise self-illusion thingy, which is like people have to beat a DC to
Yeah.
see through it, which is either your spells DC or if you do
A
like
set
a skill
DC,
check
yeah.
sort of thing. I don't know how.
Otherwise, yeah,
armor
any
works.
cool magical looking instruments?
Instruments, not so much. You're seeing more weaponry, objects, armor, not so much instruments or naturey stuff. So
selling dirt in this high-end establishment.
that's what you sort of spot while you're wandering around.
Perusing.
He comes back. We've had a get together. Sort of up to the desk. Right. Pushes the spectacles up to his eyes. This one here appears to be a glamour of
Yes.
cloth.
I know. We wanted someone who can work with it. As we had a few of the tailors, but none of them were confident that they have the skill as experts with
They
what
would
you
not
might.
have the.
We're hoping you could recommend a tailor with the necessary.
Well, you could leave it with us, and he sort of drifts off for a second. Well, yes, we could. We absolutely can work with this. What are you wanting?
Or matching travel cloaks? Are we happy with that?
Yeah.
The inseam of the cloaks. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You want to do that? Yeah, for black travel cloaks with the inside lining glamour weave. How much will that run us?
Provided that will only take expertise and time. Let me do some quick calculation. And he pulls out a little. Starts like. He sort of pulls out this little measuring tape, sort of like measures each of you. That would be 35 gold pieces.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Let's do.
I mean, ooh,
I
a bit steep, but
Are you sure you don't mean 30?
We set our prices very competitive.
yeah, no, that's a
Who are
very
you
fair price.
competing with?
We are in a class of apples.
Yeah, monopoly. That's what we call that back home.
Yes.
Good game.
Gotta maintain it somehow.
Now, what else did you need?
The mask and
And I just wanted a appraisal of the gong. I just want to see if they would buy it and for how much, basically.
Yeah, he picks it up. This is an interesting thing. Appraisal-wise, it's more on the trinket side of things. But it's probably worth 3 gold pieces, maybe 5.
I feel that we should keep that. I've been thinking, and we could maybe use it to earn more than 3 to 5 gold.
Alright, I'll take your word for it. Alright, thank you. Mon Pierre.
It's back to you.
And
Still
the
wearing
mask,
his...
Signor.
Now,
Monsieur, sorry.
this one...
We all calling you Montpierre, Monpois, Monsieur.
We'll get his name
Call
eventually.
him Money.
It is Monpois, it's a Yiddish name.
Monpois.
Oh, what?
I wrote Monpois.
Mongois.
I wrote Mon Pierre, like,
P-I-E-R.
P-W-A-R.
no, P-I-E-R.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's... Never mind.
Monpois.
Now this is quite an interesting one. I think I would need to spend more time learning its origin.
But do you know what it
It
is?
appears to have some sort of lens crafted in it. I'm not sure where it sees to. Is this why you said not to look?
So, when I put it on, it felt like I was seeing into another plane of existence. Went a little bit mad.
Yeah.
Other people who've worn it have gone a little bit mad.
He went
Already
mute.
lots
He went
mad.
mute for several days.
Well, thank you for the warning.
And then I started hallucinating. There's another guy. If you just go down to like where the holding cell is, you go up to him, you say, "You're gonna die." He'll start pissing himself.
Quite a strange outcome from looking through.
Any serious thing, he will not stop laughing. He's gonna love his life.
Interesting.
Interesting.
This one I will not charge for because honestly I would need it.
Would you like to hold on to it and
I can do that. I can write
try figure out
Over
what
the
it
next
is?
day or two.
Yes.
If it helps, we found it on a pedestal in the middle of Glendolfa.
A pedestal
Yeah.
in the forest.
Yeah.
Where
That
we
does
fought a
actually-
dragon and a hydra.
That does actually give me quite a bit to go. I can talk to contacts. Thank you for the information. And he writes up a little script.
You have contacts in Glendolfa?
No, I have experts.
Ooh, who?
Not telling.
Our contacts, not your contacts.
No, well, for like research purposes, can we be?
No, that is
Put in contact
trivial
with someone?
information, absolutely not.
He
Would
works
you
in the
persuade
industry.
him or something?
Yes, but if I told you this, then you would not pay us to do it.
No, no, I don't want to ask him about the mask. I want to ask him about other information that we have about
Well, would
Glendolfa.
you like to leave, since this comes from the forest, would you like to leave it with me and I can take these questions?
Do we risk that? I mean,
What are you asking?
hang on, sorry.
He's like, you know, the couple they go into like the huts.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
He sort of
Yeah.
rubs his finger along the desk. Belvedere, it's dirty again.
Belvedere is the little guy.
The little guy comes up.
Is he just like a
Little
goblin?
as in a child,
halfling?
or
A goblin.
Yeah, okay.
Is his brother Grey Goose?
He
So-
speaks into the hushed tone.
Yeah. I figured we could like save some questions from the ring and ask like, do people know the origin of the Blackbriar in Wolf Pine Citadel?
Yeah.
Is there any connection with the Feywild and Glendolfa? Why haven't they been able to have babies for a decade? 2
Well, those
decades.
first two, I feel are absolute zero risk to putting feelers out into the regular world.
Yeah.
The third one, I just don't think we'll get anything from it.
Okay, so
I feel
maybe
like that's probably
are we
fairly
happy if I
specific
leave the
knowledge.
second two? with
Yeah,
it?
ask the first two, by all
Yeah,
means. Like
are we-
that,
or is that-
doesn't-
And if
yeah.
they know how to like counter Blackbriar.
Yeah,
Well, that- yeah, just any information
on
on
Blackbriar
it,
and
And the Feywild connection with Glendothar.
yeah, I feel like the not having babies thing was low key like a bit of a tribal secret that we should
Yeah,
be spreading around.
fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
And
But it's interesting
First
that the
one.
only the people that couldn't have babies were all the ones
Above. Yeah.
above. Everyone under Wolfpine would still
That
breed.
might be a mystery that we solve ourselves.
But
Mm.
I feel like
All
that'll
through the
be
ring.
explained once we figure out. Like I reckon they're all connected. Would it be once we figure out?
It's really linked to the Feywild and all that stuff.
And the sisters.
Falwan.
Probably.
Probably.
Okay, so first two, we're happy if I live
First
with
two,
it?
yeah, go for it.
Alright.
Maybe do you want to like write it as a note? Like
Yeah.
I can write a note, seal it, and give it to him to give to them.
Yeah?
Do we do that?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, if you want to.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah,
Envelope. Seal.
Montpois.
Yeah, sorry.
We'll have an envelope with two questions.
We've written a few things down.
If you could pass
If
that
you
on.
could pass this on, please.
Oh,
No, envelope
But-
with
Yeah,
the
Yeah, but he's asking the question.
Oh,
So-
This is
So it's what is the origin of Blackbriar in Wolfpine Citadel
Yeah,
and
probably like a short bit of context. You know, we ventured deep into
Yeah.
the forest, and you know, Wolfpine's checked with Blackbriar,
Yeah.
blah blah.
like is there any background info you can give us on Blackbriar itself? And then
Now
this
you're experts on dolphin
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, and then the second one would just be like, is there a connection between the Feywild and Glendothar? I guess that could, yeah.
That's a bit general, like.
You can say, and
You
we
mean
also
there's been
think it
an
might be
event.
tied into the Feywild.
Yeah,
You know, are there historical links between
yeah,
Wolfpine, different aspects of Glendothar, and or like you know anything along those lines, and the Feywild.
mm,
Bit general, but
yeah,
you know you can. But worst case scenario, they say,
yeah,
So in general,
And it's not like they're one of the sisters and they'll be like,
yeah, exactly.
what is the origin of Blackbriar? And is there a connection between Wolfpine and
Yeah,
and if there's a
And
way to like
is there a way to
counteract
kill
the
Yeah.
Blackbriar.
just like some general info on Blackbriar itself.
yeah,
Like,
what can you tell us about
you know,
Blackbriar?
How to
is
kill
there an immunity to it? Is there a way to kill it? You know, is it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you said, I'll hand you this envelope with questions on it. I'm like, the envelope doesn't exist. What are the questions?
No, the envelope.
Thank you.
I thought you were like in character.
No. And what are the questions? Yes, I will take that. Sort of like folds it up top, puts it in his pocket.
Appreciate it, Mom.
Yes, interested in any purchases?
Can you
Yeah,
tell me
what's
about
this
the
key?
areas? Go.
Why is there a key on a cushion?
That one is it's quite an oddity. We have had it here for 15 years and nobody has. It unlocks something. It definitely has. But we don't know where it unlocks.
You know what? A good way to find out where it unlocks it.
I'm thinking the exact same
You're
thing.
thinking what I'm thinking, B1.
Look, I am mate too. Look, mate.
Can I take it you're interested?
I mean, we might come across something, but
Yeah.
I feel like we'd be doing you a favour taking it off your hands, because no one wants to buy this thing clearly. So maybe we can,
Take it and split the profit.
if we do find something, maybe we can, or you know, how much are you selling it for? Firstly,
You've said that. Persuasion.
he spoke too soon.
My specialty. Natural. Ooh, 12.
Special loss? Oh yeah, you
No,
can't
no
special
Bedroll
loss.
Osney. That's quite good for Kincaid.
A natural 12.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
For someone with a -1 to persuasion.
Now, are you saying that you'll split the profits if you find the location of what this unlocks?
I guess so.
You'll
If
split
it's
the profits with. Like,
Oh, with you,
with you,
or
mate,
with myself.
finder's fee.
Montpierre and
You
Belvedere.
are the Surely you are the representatives of the Rhinoceros. As the representatives, we would give you the split, and what you chose to do with it, beyond that is up to you.
You're our man, Monty. Balls in your park.
Do not call me Money.
What about
Sorry, Mona.
Use my name, please.
Montoir. Bellengard.
That's as close as you've come. Now, I sell this to you.
I'd say if we're splitting something, you give it to us for free. We try to figure out where it goes to.
Or how about...
Because why? If we're gonna split it with you, you know.
Learn the art of negotiating.
How about this,
I
Montpierre?
offer 3 gold pieces, and you may take it. Otherwise, we split the.
So 3 gold for the key,
And we don't have to.
and we don't split it with you,
That sounds like...
or
That's a
we
good-
take
I like
it
that. I
and
like
we split it with
first
you.
deal.
I like... No, the one...
Oh, I reckon
3 gold.
3 gold. You know, like who knows if we'll even find what it opens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a risk, you know.
But you said it has
Fucking
magical
old key.
properties,
Definitely magical in some way.
but you don't know which way.
And is
You haven't identified it?
We have, but that's not much use. Weird.
Right. So, what is the magical property?
So goes to explain that it is a magical key. There is some sort of
Oh,
magical.
like it unlocks a magical
Yeah.
lock almost.
Yeah. I'm not
Okay.
sure what school of conjuration.
And
why not?
who
Conjures lock opening.
sold this to you?
It's been 50 years. I do not remember.
Do you keep a log? Check out the back.
I feel like that's, you know, I
That
feel like you need to keep
15 years ago.
records.
Does he sound like...
Insight?
Yeah.
17 plus 3, 20.
Natural 20 plus 6. 26.
Wow.
So he looks like he's telling a version of
Can't
I
be
just crack. Come on, mate.
Oh, I
Tell
hate
us.
that. Out of
Whoa.
character. I hate that.
Yeah. That hurt my head.
Like, mate, we know you're keeping something. Spill the beans.
Montoir, come on.
We're buddies.
I didn't take the name because I had just started. Okay.
Oh, so you made a mistake.
But yes.
And how much did you buy it for?
It was some people bring them in and we returned services to them, so we didn't
Bit of a trade.
buy it per se. That's why I did not note it down.
Could you describe the person?
No.
Male, female, any detail could be helpful.
People I don't.
The group is good.
What did they,
Big group, small group?
5 people, 10 people?
He's. History.
Well, yeah, history.
10.
Ballpark.
He's really trying. Less than 10. That's
Less than 10. That's
More than 2, less than 10.
somewhere.
It's a starting point.
It's a sore point for me. I'm sorry. that
No
I don't have any
problem.
details. Normally, I'm fastidious. I will give you any detail you need. But
Completely understand.
I've been trying to sell it.
Well, we'll help you out. Buy it for 3 gold.
I think
Company
that's
funds.
party funds,
Yeah,
absolutely.
can you
And-
tell me about the earrings?
Absolutely.
Do you want to add that to your inventory?
Yeah.
Just
Sorry.
so we don't forget it.
Yep.
magic key.
He walks over and sort of unlocks the case and takes it very reverently off the pillow and holds it in his gloved hand.
Party funds.
Oh no, to be out of the zipper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, can you open it? Will it work in here?
Well, yeah, like that is.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Well, yeah, like I mean, it is. It's magic. It's not like a spell.
Wait,
But it was like the no.
Wait.
No.
Well, yeah,
so-
I would just instead
I'll
of this,
just-
I would just pull the 3 gold out of my fucking
Yeah.
pocket and go
And
back
then
to
and
retarded.
later later
No, I won't do that.
later we'll-
Just
Yeah.
a question, Monty.
Don't call me Money.
What would happen if we were to use magic in here?
If you look over in the corner here, and he points over to a wall, and there is a what looks like an old spray of blood they've tried to clean it a number of times. It's the last patron tempted to beguile.
Gotcha.
Not recommended. It is not a pretty sight.
Yeah, just because we
The
keep
water's clean
our,
now.
Pretty cool
our
defense
funds in
mechanism.
a bit of a magic rift.
I don't understand.
Think like
Yeah,
a
a
bag
pocket
of
dimension.
holding.
Yes.
But
Very. Yes, I would not recommend.
Okay.
If it takes any sort of incantation, do not use it.
Okay. Well,
Well,
a
a
movement.
incantation, it's a semantic.
You can exit the store and
It's,
exit.
it's
look,
3 gold. And we
three
can
gold,
sort it out later.
yeah, I'm just putting it down out of the party funds and assume that at
yeah,
some point
we fix it
gets
up as
sorted
soon as
out.
we walk out.
Like,
Yeah.
Tell me about these earrings.
Lovely.
For the 4th time.
These are a beautiful set. There are 2. And they bestow you the ability to communicate.
How much are those?
An earring of message.
Oh, that's
I'll
kinda
communicate with each other.
Like
Telepathic.
Is it like his thing but free?
Well, yeah, like sending
And
is...
not as far.
Yeah,
Message is a
short range
cantrip.
sort of thing, but sending is like if you just know them, you can contact
Yeah,
them.
messages you need to be able to see them
But
within
message is
60
very,
feet.
very useful.
But it's still awesome.
That's very worth getting. It's
So
not
couldn't
much.
you technically be like hiding and you whisper in someone's brain?
Well, you don't
Yep.
have to whisper like you can.
No, but you can
if you have to speak the
telepathic.
words. Oh, no,
No, but you,
telepathic.
as in like you whisper in their brain. Like imagine like with Kincaid we would
Well,
with
yeah,
do a
like-
man deep instead of like having a cat walk up to him and be like,
So yeah, is it like you wear the earrings and then you can telepathically communicate with
Well, no,
someone?
you look like you wear one, the other person wears one.
Correct.
You can telepath
It's-
to each
it's
other. That's
the
what I meant. Is it
Esshara
one of those?
earrings from fucking Fusion
Oh,
Park, they only send messages.
That's so what you're saying is we can fusion dance together.
5 pieces a day,
Okay.
and it is D4 plus 1 at dawn.
And
May- may
are
only
you,
get 2.
does that count as just one, or is it kind of like sending where you say something and they can say 5 words back, or it's just one way?
Five
And,
messages.
and it's obviously either one can send.
Is it like a word limit on it, or just like, or is it like a
Whatever.
minute? Like you
Depends
turn
on
it
the
on
spell.
for a minute, and that's a communication.
I think if it's like the message spell, it'd be like 6 seconds of conversation. So not a whole lot, right?
Pull it up.
I think message is action.
Message is an
Looking for
action cantrip.
I got a tingle.
A man I can't follow.
Here's the message. Whisper a message.
Yeah. Well, it's an action to cast, so like a
Okay, so it's not telepathic. You have to whisper.
yeah.
Yeah, you,
Well,
So,
so
you can you can cast the message cantrip 5 times a day on the other person wearing.
Yep.
Okay.
Attunement. I will say yes, attunement, but the one up on the spell is you don't need to be able to see them.
yeah,
So
cool.
like walking.
but it's still like within 120 feet. You just don't need to be able to.
And yeah, I think like that you still have to whisper the actual message, but they hear it like clear as day in their head, right?
It's like as if you were whispering it like
In their
their
ear. Yeah. Okay, that's good. So yeah, like walkie-talkies, 120 feet, which is pretty good if we need to split up for reconnaissance and stuff.
Yeah, how much would those run?
They are 105.
No, we don't have time today, but that's
So what was it,
definitely
105?
something I'd like to
105 gold.
with.
With the attunement, is it like one person attunes to them and then can give them to the other one to
yeah.
whoever they want?
It's not too
Okay,
separate.
but she's
Okay,
using
that's
that.
So that's quite
That's
good
good.
because you can
You can
just
change up whoever's the other
whoever
one.
attunes to it and then can just give as needed. Like
I forget. The pocket thing, is that a tune?
No,
Good,
that is
good.
melded with your flesh.
Yeah, I thought so, but I'm like, yeah.
It's
if I just
attuned
unattune
to
it,
you.
just fall off, or because like I might need the slot.
more than you being attuned to it.
And the magic flask of random things isn't.
That is not.
No, so I've got
Oh, yeah, roll a 20. Has that changed?
13. Yeah, so I've just got the ring of enders.
Then you would have the earrings if you were
And
to
yeah, and if we
purchase.
buy these, and then like if we could get that.
Oh,
And
would that be attunement?
That dagger that gave me +1 perception was bloody. That's not attunement. With a rider. Like it was
Pull that one
first
out.
section. It was like first section.
I had
You
a-
like, don't use a dagger in combat, so
Yeah.
like it just doesn't come up.
Sorry, read it to me again.
It's a dagger that gives me. I might actually still have the original sticky in it.
Jinky. I've
Yeah,
not,
I do. So
I've not thought about that one in a
gold
long time.
bluish blade, ornate handle,
Yep.
then bloody gets +2 to perception. Wears off after an hour or wash clean. Doesn't say achievement on the thing.
That is not an achievement.
Alright, so I've still got 2 slots.
What was the other cool? Because you
Yeah,
found a
there's
bunch
a
of cool
few.
stuff.
There's a
I might ask about it.
Shit, I'd forgotten
Yeah.
about that one.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you had that.
Yeah, no, it's just,
Yeah.
I just don't
Okay.
fight in melee that often.
Yeah, fair.
That's true. Any other?
Gauntlets, tankard, Baruhorn.
But yeah, if you look at the tankard.
Let's look at them all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
those gauntlets over there, perhaps. What is the
yes.
deal with them?
These came from the trolls up in the hill country south of what's it called?
Oh yes, that place.
It's called Rotmarsh.
Troll in Rotmarsh.
Rotmarsh is sort of northeastern up past the mountains. Yes, it came. It was a fellow who had slain a troll wearing these. They are gauntlets of ogre strength.
Ayo. Was that 19 strength?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah. So what is it?
How much?
It just replaces your strength score with 19.
Yeah, it's attunement.
So
Okay.
you.
So I
You
get
guys,
weaker.
so
Yeah.
you guys don't need it, but it could be good for Kincaid or Varus.
yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, like
You
I
don't really need
need
it.
strength. But
Kincaid wouldn't
anything
mind
that I
it. How many dollars we do?
Are they gauntlets with like closed fingers?
They are gauntlets like gloves.
Just
But
thinking,
claws.
like claws.
Oh, no, they've been
If it's magic, so
yeah,
like
I'm
it
I'm
melts,
doing
yeah.
that thing from where like magic items, just trying to resize
Yeah.
to the
Absolutely.
body. Yeah.
Those are 500.
I mean, that's a good item.
500
Like, I mean, it could
gold.
literally give me like 11 points of strength.
Yeah.
If I could use that, that'd be really good.
If you became a flint wearing gimp man.
Yeah.
yeah, I just become a barbarian now.
Can I get a discount because it'll make me weaker? Okay.
What kind of deal is that?
Because it won't be of any use, man.
What about
Felt.
this tank? What about that tankard over there?
That tankard, that. Sorry, wait.
The old rusty
Yeah,
tankard.
you said it was like an old wooden tankard.
Yes.
A drinking tankard. And he was
No,
like, "Ooh."
sorry, it's a amulet.
Oh,
Oh.
An old wooden amulet.
Much less interesting. What's it do?
oh, okay, fine then. What's the amulet to do?
That one came from a fellow who was self-proclaimed. He was a drunken brawler.
Okay, listening, listening.
This is why I read tankard.
Tankard.
It's called the Amulet of the Drunkard.
Okay, okay, okay.
Once per day, when you imbibe alcohol in some form, you gain temporary hit.
Kincaid,
How many dollars?
That one is 180.
I mean,
Kincaid
it's
already
cheaper
does that
than the
on the
gauntlet,
daily.
but
Thing.
So what was it? Amulet of the drunkard?
Sorry,
Can I
I
look
read
it up?
tankard, but
Oh,
it's
right.
drunkard.
Can I look it up? Is it just the same as whatever's in here?
Might be a custom.
I think it's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get 4d4 plus 4.
44, good.
4d4.
Plus 4 temporary or
Temporary.
back? Oh, okay.
You already have
I
temporary.
get lots of temporary.
There's 10 stack.
It could be good to pair with the flask of never-ending wine
Well,
and
it's
Varus.
Never ending.
If it's the one out of here,
Oh,
it's
come
just
on.
die. If it's the one out of here, it just
it's one day and then the amulet doesn't work.
what if we get into
it's
a praise
slightly
bar?
different then.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I like mine.
No, as in like figure out what it actually is and how it properly works, maybe.
It's fun to figure out.
Drinking things.
I mean, but we don't know exactly what, like, how it functions. We just know that sometimes it switches to
What
wine.
about that-
Sometimes it's mayo.
That horn that you blow.
The symbol on the front changes, so we might be able to.
Front changes, not that I ever looked at it.
Ah, yes. That one, and you said it's got a couple of tribal-looking
Yeah,
feathers
like
on it.
what makes it.
That one is a horn of silent alarm.
Okay, what does that?
When you blow it, you can choose who hears it. It does not make a sound except for the recipient.
Like a dog whistle.
Yeah.
How much is that?
That one is 50 gold.
It's cheaper.
Yeah, not
Okay.
bad either. Was there any other items?
And what about the tooth necklace over
There are
there?
plenty of items.
Yeah. But they're the ones that piqued your interest.
They. Now that one's an interest. That one came from a town. We didn't get the name. But, were rumors of. This town.
Heyo.
Now. They call it Harkon's Patch.
Oh, that's a vampire name if I ever heard one.
But it's not all. Didn't seem to be. It seemed slightly malicious in a way. Cursed. But quite powerful. We didn't dare remove the curse because it would ruin the enchantments.
So you can remove curses.
Absolutely, but we did not dare on this.
How much ballpark would it cost? Because we've got a Warhammer, which has a poor spirit who is very angry, very aggressive,
Very hungry.
very hungry for blood inside of it.
Pushes his glasses. Physically trapped inside, or
We believe so.
We believe that
yeah.
it's
Spiritually
souls in it, it's
bound.
possessed by it. Somehow
Bound.
this thing is bound to it.
I see. Would you like us to?
It's in the same magical
it's in
pocket.
the magical pocket, so we'll
Well,
have to
it's more
go
the
outside.
First question is, if you remove the curse on the Warhammer, does that remove its other magical properties? Is that like a guaranteed? It'll definitely wreck the other enchantments.
It depends. We'd have to look at the.
Depends if they're linked, you know.
If the enchantment is given through the curse, it would ruin.
But if
But we could look.
yeah,
Before you leave the store, would be 1 gold and 3 silver for the appraisals and identification.
Yeah.
Just for the.
Yeah,
Can I ask- I don't want to like
Party funds
sink
that?
your boat,
Or-
Monty, but I've got a
Do
suggestion.
not call me money.
I've got a suggestion. Nameplates,
Descriptors.
little descriptions, so people know what these are.
Or teach Belvedere what everything is, and then when we wander around, he can just pop up.
How much was it? 1 gold and
3 silver.
3 silver.
And then it was
Just
yeah,
a
3
suggestion.
gold
That's
and a key.
including also taking the mask and giving it a proper.
Yeah, cool.
Once over.
I think it's a good idea. It saves us from badgering you about what's this? Hey, what's this? Hey, what's this? Hey, what's that?
Well, without that,
That's the job.
that would be my job.
However, the short description would be like, you know, when you pick up a book, you read the back. If the back's not too interesting, you put it down. But if this little description is somewhat interesting, then they'll come up to you and ask you specifically about it.
Like a little taster, just the gist. They
exactly.
still come to you for specifics.
Pay for the glamour weave now? Like, you want us to just give you the 35 now, and then when we come back, you'll have the cloaks, etc., etc.?
Do we have enough party funds for 35?
If you would
Yeah,
like to
we've
leave
We've got
that,
something in the region of 90.
Okay, cool.
What have we got?
but yeah,
80.
how much is it each?
We're giving
Yeah,
him
We've got 81. Oh, it's 35 all up.
35,
So
so
I think
give him
that's
38.
just call that
Just,
party.
yeah, that's just party funds.
38 gold, 3 silver out of the party funds.
Yeah.
And then we'll go outside and zip
yeah.
out the Warhammer.
Sorry, Montpierre, one last kind of question.
yes.
Have you ever come across rock splitter family heirlooms? Specifically, Hrimnor's pickaxe, Balnera's winged helm, Grimdar's chisel, and Tharmar's tankard.
Interesting. We don't sell all things at desk that are delivered to us. Some the Rolozos family take for themselves. If they are exceptionally rare, they're not for sale. I can check a ledger in the back. It might
Yeah,
take
sure.
some time.
Yeah.
If you
Well,
can
we
get
go
that-
do
they'll-
we'll
they'll
go
step out and
outside
get the
we'll
Warhammer.
Warhammer.
If you are also whilst you are checking that for the unique items, could you perhaps also look for the volume 1 of the Books of Sleight?
Absolutely. How do you spell that?
Book VOLUME, the number 1, OFDHE, capital B, double OKS, OFSLATE.
Slate.
Slate.
Sorry, your accent is quite thick.
That's
How
right.
dare you?
Boys, mine!
You've got to admit it is quite a thick accent.
It's a very thick accent.
Okay, thanks. My apologies, master. I did not mean any offense.
Kalashnikov, my friend.
That. First time, you get through his armor, it's sort of. Yes, Kalashnikov. Let me go and check while you.
I love that we both immediately did that.
Alright, so that, yeah, so we have left now, we have 46 gold in the party funds.
So we need to try and take on some
Yeah.
work.
So did you want me to get the Warhammer out now for him to appraise it now as well?
Yeah, may as well.
Dirty 20 to open it.
Is
Got it.
if
And I'll
you-
just grab it while it's still wrapped up in the ship.
Yep.
And give it to him.
anything along the lines of like things that Kincaid do, so druidy stuff, deathy stuff, writing stuff,
Any smashy
alcohol-y stuff, to the tune of the kind of like 50 to 100 gold mark. Anything else?
Nothing on display.
Shield,
Nothing on display. No. Not for the 50 devils.
cloaks. I've got 111 gold. Sort of wondering if there's anything
Alright.
like in my personal fund. I'm kind of wondering if there's
Alright,
anything.
baller.
I'm the accountant. everything has the fee.
Skimming
Yeah.
the subtext. It's good to be back to D&D land.
Also, I just haven't bought anything. Like
Yeah,
you
fair.
guys have all bought stuff from
Yeah.
the last like 2
Couple.
magic item vendors that we've.
And you
Fair.
haven't.
But yeah, picture it like a cash converters. Kind of like people bring stuff in, whether it's valuable or not.
Yeah.
If it's valuable, they'll put
Do you know
it
what
on
I'm
spot.
picturing? The tire packing shed.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly what I'm picturing. Like,
I'm picturing. Have you been to CPL,
what's that term?
computer parts.
Computer Parts Land?
Oh, I know of it, but no.
It's just like you walk in and there's a desk and there's just some like glass cabinets with shit in it.
Yeah, I'm picturing like the Porn Stars show.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the packing house basically.
Yeah.
Like it's all just antiques and
And like
just shelves of stuff.
Yeah, and some stuff is like absolute crap that people have just tried to handball off, and other stuff is quite valuable.
What's this one?
Bing bong 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 bing 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 bong bong bing bing bong.
Nope, that's too happy. Well, not unhappy. The bar's squealing.
No.
What was that noise?
I don't know. She was sitting right at the door, so she might have been sucking a little bit.
Because I heard it sound like a
Yeah.
squeaky hymn.
So yeah, you head back indoors, and you.
Don't touch it with your exposed skin.
It's got
He's
it's
wearing
wrapped
his-
it's wrapped up in
Yeah.
a
But he's
cloak,
wearing his
blanket,
linen
something
gloves.
like that.
Yeah, just put the sheet around it so you don't get possessed.
I appreciate the warning. This is not my first time handling magic. So never touch the weapons. Okay. What does this do?
Well,
When you touch it,
when you
it
Makes you
starts
violently
talking
unwilling
to
to
you,
make
possesses
Yeah.
you.
so Kincaid was in possession of it
Who's
whenever it was
Kincaid?
Mr. The guy that you were,
Yes.
Pleased to meet you. I am Robert
Um,
Kincaid.
So when we removed it from him, he went into a violent rampage and tried to kill us.
If you touch your bare skin, it starts saying, "Feed me blood and souls." If you don't, it gets angry. Then if someone tries to take it off you, you go into a murderous blood frenzy.
The only way we stopped it was by magically getting him to drop it.
And using command. Excellent.
Is that correct?
Now, Are you looking to sell?
I guess we want to know
We get a
what's
quote.
up with
Yeah,
it.
identify the
Get a
curse.
Get a get a quote on maybe identifying the curse and finding out if what would it cost to decurse it whilst keeping the other magical properties, if possible.
That we most certainly can attempt to do. Now, just have you know it's 3 gold up front for uncursed. Depends on the severity, but we should be.
Montpierre, you are drying us out. Hanging us out to dry.
That is what a shop is for.
Look,
Spend your
I
coin.
thought we were forming a bit of a bond here. You know, keeping our business exclusive, but we might have to shop around.
Sounds like an item that you're unable to use that would become useful.
Oh no, we can use
We
it.
can use it. It's just slightly.
It's hard to stop using it.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like
It's like,
3 gold is a very
have you ever had
small-
those triangles? Once you pop, you can't stop. Yeah,
No, I haven't.
it's good.
But,
Come in at 2.
I mean, you're welcome to try and find other people
The tube is
who...
annoyingly small.
Yeah. You can't fit. I can barely fit my hands in. I feel sorry for this guy.
I just up and
He looks over to Varys. Do they always talk this one? Is it
Oh,
Bolly?
that's right. And then I just take the flask out and just start chugging out because I forgot that I have it.
Are you done?
was there anything else? I did the same. You know, I have about, what do you have around the 100 gold mark along the lines of cloaks, any interesting gloves, anything with
Death,
druidic
nature.
magic, anything with necromantic, deathly?
Not necessarily. In the 50 to 100, you've got a set of dice. You have
Count that
you have a wand of pyrotechnics, not fire, like not damaging. Pyrotechnics being a
like
burst
magic
of light,
confetti. But
rechargeable.
that's good.
Pretty cool. Oh, you didn't buy the earring, did you?
No.
Earrings.
No, we didn't.
We don't have enough for
Yeah.
basically
That's
anything.
on the to-do
Yeah.
list.
Sorry, Montpierre, can you just quickly tell me about those dice?
Yes, we had a charlatan bring these in. He was getting in trouble.
I can see myself getting in trouble with them.
Yes, you will. Any magic user would be able to tell when you change the trajectory of the dice, but you can control the outcomes.
So you just like decide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just make it.
It's like craps. Need a 6.
It is not a simple loaded dice. You can control the outcome.
How much are they? Did you?
There's 55 gold, and what the charlatan said, it's if you play your cards right. It does.
I mean, I kind of want to buy them.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, I mean, and you've got a better chance of lying your way out of it if
Yeah.
you're caught as opposed to me.
I feel like Varys and or Ricky would get a lot of money out of them.
Well, yeah, my deception is not high.
Mine is. I was a smuggler by
Mine
trade.
is very high.
I get +3.
Do they?
Ooh.
Interesting.
A little bit. I can't afford them just yet, but I know they're here.
You've got some wonderful
items,
Anything to do with shedding light, glowing in the dark, seeing in the dark?
Well, intelligence.
Torches.
Magical thing.
Do you lay by?
It's flat intelligence. Natural 1. +1.
Hey,
I may not be a smart man, but I know
Your
that
Honor, I'm
is.
just a simple country chicken.
Your Honor!
You know the guy I mean.
Is it Foghorn?
Yeah,
Or is
no,
it-
the
chicken
space
lawyer or
space
something?
lawyer in Futurama, the old blue
Oh,
chicken.
yeah.
You know, Your Honor, I may be a simple country bird.
Simple hyper chicken from
Yeah,
Happy
yeah,
Days.
that's the one.
Yeah, yes, I am familiar. Isaac, no pick. You won't. Okay, so I'll give you this for free, even though you rolled a natural 1. I was trying to play it off that you would remember, but you don't. From the cabin, you picked up a small belt.
Nope.
Yep, you absolutely did.
No, I mean, no, I don't
Oh,
remember.
but yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You picked up a small belt. I believe you identified it. It was in the spider. It burned. You burned away all the spider web. And you found it.
In like the OG when we
Yeah, like
rescued.
section 1.
Oh god, yeah. I was gonna say, I don't remember bring burning spiderwebs.
You would
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, like I don't remember that much. I know I started the fire.
Yes, you did.
Well, we didn't start the fire.
Session
It was
1.
always burning.
No, I have like no notes from.
Back
Then.
then, yeah.
Okay, that's why I'm giving you this for freebie.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have
That one works.
the glowing girdle, and you've had this for the entire campaign.
Have I just been wearing a glowing belt and not remarking on
It
it?
only glows when you say the keyword.
Which is?
Glow.
Glow, girdle, glow.
Glow, girdle, glow.
But I think you more want something for vision, right?
Well, it glows.
Like the
I mean, that provides.
does it provide similar? But then he becomes a beacon, right?
Yeah.
Well,
It
yeah.
would become a beacon.
It's
As opposed to the
lantern that he always uses,
no, I mean as opposed to the
Night
wreath
vision.
that he had on his head.
which rotted away as soon as we got out of
Yeah,
it.
but I think he wants something similar to that.
Whether or not
yeah,
that's
that's
on
something for the
offer
meantime,
in the
I think.
store.
Or even I was thinking, what are they called? Drift globe?
Yeah.
Don't know what that is.
That's like a
Oh,
little.
yeah.
It's like a cricket ball, and it just floats around. You can tell it to go over there and then glow.
A big sunlight orb.
Let's see what we have. But yes, you have a belt that can
Glows.
shed light. I believe it's glow and gloom are your
And
keywords.
is it like 30 feet dim light, 10 feet dim
So
light?
just the light can
Yeah,
get fundamentally. Yeah.
Yep,
30 foot
but
dim light.
nothing you need to attune to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of forgot you had it until then.
I have no memory
Well,
of it
apparently we all
whatsoever.
did.
Yeah, I think he kind of just picked it up and went, "Oh, cool," and then put it away.
Probably.
Probably.
Sweet loot. Yes. Yeah, look, he'd probably be able to find a drift globe out the back. They're fairly common.
They're like. I think I was gonna say. I think they're common or uncommon.
Yeah, they're common. So they'd be, let's say, 50 gold. It's the lowest of common.
Yeah, I'll leave it for the moment.
So I have these questions for my contact. I will look at getting those cloaks made for you. We have maybe once I've got the cloaks sorted out for you, I will let you know if I found any of that information in the ledgers.
Well, what about the worm?
I'm
Did
making
we-
notes for me.
Did we pay 3 gold up front? Did anyone pay that?
Yeah.
Party funds? Cool. Well, Montpierre, if you need to reach us, we are staying at the Froth and Swallow.
So he's scratching away notes, and you say that.
Stops.
The tavern?
The names are more creative every year.
Take from that what you will on your passive design. Check for
My insight says that was intrigue.
Gimrick Rock Splitter. Alright. Rock Splitter.
That's what it rocks.
Goods.
Oh yeah, did he checked the ledger? Did he?
No, he will check.
Oh, okay.
Because like this is
It's a massive ledger.
scrolling
Yeah.
through
Yeah,
tons of
Century.
crap.
yeah.
Um.
I'm just gonna do shit, come back
For-
tomorrow or the next day.
There's no
whatever.
control F, sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the things that the Rhinoceroses take, are they open to parting with them?
Like, would they be willing to,
Give things
Sell,
back to their
trade.
rightful owners if some of them were stolen, hypothetically?
or like do a private tour for some affluent investors or fellow collectors, perhaps?
I mean, they speak one language in it.
Yeah, that's good.
Everything has a price in this world, of course. But it would depend. They are quite well to do. You would need to offer something to them of more value. I doubt you would be able to get anything exceedingly rare. Unique.
Okay. Still,
So whereabouts do they reside?
Roll persuasion.
17 plus 3. Nah, a dirty 20.
An innocuous sort of question.
Yeah, they're very old.
If that was a low roll, could have been
Yeah,
taken the wrong way. Just like, where do they live? But no, smooth enough.
Where do they live? What are their guards arrangements?
What days do they
Social
sleep in?
security numbers.
They are in Union,
Where?
where I'm from. This is how I know the thing.
They're in where?
Union.
Yindenbear.
Back.
Yindenbear.
Union.
Why are you
And
Hindenburg?
where is that?
On the east. Beautiful place. Private wines there. If the wines.
Absolutely.
Fantastic
We are
grapes.
the alcohol sort.
Oh, it's-
Big time.
He brews his own stuff.
You see,
I've heard of black shell water.
there are a number of mountains that the moisture coming down from them. The grapes that grow on their lower part, quite exquisite. And it's sort of, he's got an ear. Goes on a little tangent about wines from Unionvale.
I'm listening raptly and
Yiddish
asking
wine.
good questions.
It's like talking to someone from Adelaide, dude.
Anything about wine, you're in. But yes, he
And
knows quite a bit.
how far is Union Vale from here? Like, let's say how many days travel?
Travel by foot.
From here or
Or-
here?
From here, not here. I'm from here, not here.
That must be just the oldest joke in the continent. Anyone that says here.
Like someone will make that joke anytime that word is spoken.
That is Dad Jokes 101, for sure.
Gotta be a Faladorian dad.
Traveling by road, across country on foot, flying, steed.
Let's just say
We have carriages.
Following the road, horse and carriage.
It will probably take you 3 or 4 days.
So not awfully far from here.
Yeah. Dreadfully miss home, but
You said it's on the coast too? East coast?
yes, east.
Okay.
So you need to travel north, and then when you can see the mountain range, follow along the foothills.
So north back towards Kincaid.
No. So
Oh no, we went south and then east.
southeast, and then you're coming up. You come to Esshara, it is further up east.
Okay, so okay. Gotcha.
Correcto. Yes, now that hammer. 3 gold pieces, and I will hopefully be able to remove. It sounds like
Identify
a fairly,
and or the curse.
exactly one and the same. That is our remove curse price.
Guaranteed.
Or if I cannot remove it, I'll give you the information. Because that would be a very pointless business venture if you gave me something for 3 gold and I gave you nothing in return. So, yes.
You've got a mind for business, Mum Pierre.
Exactly. Now, names. Sorry. Who does this belong to? Who should I write this? He writes out little like writs for you.
Needlebark Goods and Services
Yeah, just put it all on it.
Incorporated Ltd.pty.
Inc.
Proprietary. Yes.
Proprietary limited, yes.
Incorporate.
Well, are you directly my competition? Should I be?
No, mate.
We-
We do a bit of this, a bit of that, you know.
Look, you
We-
seem like friendly enough fellows.
We mainly deal in missing persons, mysteries
No, I
that
don't.
need solving, escorting goods, basically anything that pays.
Going
yeah.
into
Why do you need something
forests
done?
and fighting hydras.
Yeah, do you need?
Dragons.
Oh, you're the adventurers. Okay, not a problem.
Entrepreneurial adventurers.
We're a different breed.
I like your smoke.
And
But
Space.
I love your spade. Kalashnikov, as you said,
Kalashnikov.
if there's anything else, don't hesitate. We may be closed on the day Vierda.
Done.
Sounds good.
You did like the 21st, yeah?
Yeah.
So, anywhere you recommend us visiting during Yida? And is there like a celebration that happens? A type of party in the
It depends on the
square?
sort that you like to cavort with, my lord.
Well,
Think that
People
makes
that-
us money?
Part with their gold easily, yeah.
Well, the pits sound like the sort of place. No offense meant.
oh, maybe we made some gold there the other night.
I assume. Now there will be everywhere you will be hard pressed to visit. In the streets there will be food carts, there will be magic users that are meant to wow and amaze. I personally that's about
There was a they were assembling some sort of stage in a park that they said there was a big announcement happening on the day of Yerd.
when was this?
We saw it yesterday.
Yesterday in
Yeah, there was some scaffolding in it.
Yeah. So I think I definitely want to check out that. See what the big news is.
yesterday in
We've got money on Holy War.
Heronwick's Garden.
that's the one. The recreation of Heronwick's Garden.
Interesting. Have a pleasant day. Thank you for your patronage. I will get these done post haste for you. And tell people that you come across if they're looking for magical goods. Rabbits is where to find.
Of course. Just remember plates. Name plates.
Yes, I will. That is considered.
Belvedere, love your work, mate.
Just like this softly. He like poked his head around.
A little dust as we leave. All right.
I want. Is there a general store like in the city? I wanted to get a map of Falador.
Yeah.
Good thinking. I gotta pee.
I got it, please.
General store is Mickey's.
Mickey's.
Mickey's. It is in the Tink. In the Tink. General stuff is sold there. Not sold there.
Cartographer.
Oh boy, Mickey.
You would need to find a more specific shop.
Can I ask Mickey where the best place to buy a map is?
You wouldn't be able to speak to Mickey himself, but anyone that works at Mickey's,
It's a chain.
one of the employees.
It's like a Coles.
It's like going in asking for Ronald.
It is quite an industrious sort of place. Like a lot of business happens. So Mickey is nowhere to be found. But asking around, make a what would you like? Investigation? We'll go with investigation.
Athletics. My investigation is 7.
Maps are hard to come by. People at Mickey's, not sure where you could buy a good map. Giving you some
Is there any like?
world information. Cartography's not super widely known thing. Like people know general.
There's
places.
the coterie dude who is.
Yeah.
Doing,
could go find him.
A bit of cartography, but is he like?
Cardron Goncaire.
But yeah.
Cardram.
Maybe we'll need to talk to Maximus.
Well,
And see if he can
I'll wait for Carl to get back.
get us some Maximus.
But she wanna.
Oh boy, does
Look at my puppy dog.
she wanna?
Please. Please.
Anyone want a drink rolling up?
I'm not sure there's much in there besides Peps.
I think there's some Red Bulls, some Dr. Pep,
There's a couple of Peps
Yeah, no.
and a couple of Red Bulls. There's
gin-
Smirnoff Ice,
ginger beer, Jack Daniels and
Jack
Coke.
and Coke, Smirnoff.
There's
Alice Bushcan. Ginger beer. Feel free to stock it. Like if you...
Well, yeah.
I don't
I'm pretty sure the Dr. Peps are left over from when I got the stick. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
tenner.
Oh, my parents just got Costco memberships, so I'm gonna go with them and I'll buy just like a 32 pack of Dr. Peps.
Buy a Dr. Pepper fridge from Costco.
You have to buy it in bulk. You have to get like 6 fridges.
Yeah, everything is in bulk.
We'd all get a fridge.
Yeah.
Oh, get a fridge. Okay.
And one viewer wins a fridge.
So, while the day passes, let's cut to that. You guys have finished up at Revits. While the day passes, you notice people setting up stalls, putting up festoons and all sorts of festivity sort of stuff. You see people working around the city. There's a lot of buzz going on. At some point, Varys, you would get a voice in your head saying, "No, it would not be. It would be you, because of you are the one that owns it, or is bound to." You get a voice from Exodus. At your earliest convenience, please come to the Vale. We must secure your... He actually... You need not respond.
You're a spiff.
I will respond.
Okay.
Thanks, Aximus. We'll finish up our few jobs and bring this magical puppy back to you.
Love you, boys.
Love you, miss you.
Did you notice? Yeah, just hustle, some bustle. Plenty of activity though. And if you ever go past Harrenwick's at any point, the stage is sort of taking shape. Looks like a podium or something like that.
Yeah.
Being erected on the front.
Pep rally.
We're gonna hang.
Oh no, they're gonna march on Capitol.
Holy war.
Holy They're announcing conscription.
We're announcing Abaddon's 13th Crusade.
Yep. Yeah. And what else? I mean, keeping your eyes peeled for marks.
Oh yeah, like even just if there's someone with like a particularly fat coin purse, I'm not at all against like just brushing up against them, slitting the bottom of it, and then just picking up whatever I can in the resulting fucking panic.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if any occurrence like that would.
That's pretty ballsy. Open robbery.
He's disguising
Well, I'm
himself.
doing my bit, yeah. Like
Yeah.
A, I'm disguised as Steve, and B, I'm doing
I'm
it
not
like
stealing.
as
Steve, however, boy.
inconspicuously as I can.
Steve
Look.
really is a pirate.
Let's be honest. Rich people don't so much walk around with a big bulging
Well,
money
yeah,
sack.
like I wouldn't. Yeah, like it's not
Just
every
if
dude
the
in city.
opportunity strikes, yeah. No one quite so daft, but
Yeah.
it doesn't mean there aren't people that
For-
wouldn't present an opportunity at least. I'd say you would get one opportunity to properly pickpocket someone looking like a tourist, like doesn't know where they're going, sort of like looking around wistfully for whatever they're looking for, and they're just sort of like in a crossroad, people walking in every direction.
Yeah. Right. Well, yeah. Give it a shot.
Yep. So are you disguised? Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Yep.
yeah, because I've got 3 level 1 spell slots, so just burn another one. But on disguise self.
Beautiful. So roll for stealth.
But you lost me.
It's 23. 24.
24.
Yes. I mean, slipping into a busy crowd with a very, very
Generic.
inconspicuous face. Yep. So make a sleight of hand with not big B's, what's it called? Leisure domain.
Yeah. 21.
Very nice. Now, are you aiming to take like a small coin purse? Like it's
like
visible.
if that looks like what's on offer, yeah, like if possible, if it's tied to his belt or something, is it possible to cut the string and then just try and pull the bag while leaving the string still tied to his belt, sort of thing? Or...
Yep. I would absolutely say so. And I mean, the person stands there for long enough for you to sort of eyeball, see that they look fairly well to do, and
Got no idea what's going on.
yeah, just
Acting as his grandmother.
simple pickpocketing. A younger fellow, so a little bit green, obviously not from the city, and you just slip by and take the purse with you. So
Get around the corner before I drop disco self.
okay, beautiful. Good rolls. You got away with it. Not a person notices. Like no one in that place would ever think otherwise. And where are you opening?
Can I find like a bit of an inconspicuous alleyway?
Yep.
Yeah, just slowly make my way
out of
there.
out
then,
of
drop the sky self and then just have a quick look and then tip the contents into my own money bag and
Yep.
then drop that on the ground.
So you open it up. You find 12 gold pieces in there.
Not bad.
And a small bit of parchment.
What's on the parchment?
You open it up, and it seems to be
It's a drawing of his kid.
His
No.
dick mother.
no, it is.
His balls.
It is.
It's a dick
It's
pic,
like a-
but it's a sketch.
It's
It's like medieval sexting. He's like sat there, drawn it, folded up. Now he's taking it to her.
the way I picture it is they put like ink and then
Oh, like
Like a
the
fingerprint.
printer.
Yeah.
No, it seems to be a
None
letter.
of those.
A letter from his mother saying, "Good luck in the big city."
Oh, Varys.
And you open that and go,
Just, I don't know. I'll throw one gold piece on the ground near him, I guess. Well, I'll drop one as I'm leaving. Then
okay.
Go through the trouble
Did
of fucking
you-
guilt tripping.
Did you go around the corner and duck and then dip?
Well,
it all
yeah,
over?
whatever. Is it that hard to pull one gold piece out while I'm walking away and drop it on the ground?
No, not with that roll. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a busy sort of place.
Well, yeah, can I try and commit to memory what he looked like?
Sure.
What did he look like?
Very nondescript, like a youth.
A Steve.
Half elven.
Steve.
No facial hair. Like
Half
very
elf.
fresh.
Old. Cool.
Yes. And right to the questions. So, remember when we're doing 2 days worth?
Okay, this one is for the key. So,
Wait,
Yeah.
the key got to the top of the list?
Yeah.
I mean, might as well.
Interesting.
It's something we just got. Might as.
And also, it'd be so annoying if, like, you know, in a week we ask, like, when we're in Fawnmouth, and it's like, oh, it's this magic chest in Esshara.
Imagine like that. Imagine if it's in Esshara. We're in Fort Air. We just discovered why everything happened there. It's like, it's in a rock just on the outskirts of the Vale.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Roll it. Roll that d20. Yeah. What's the question? Or who's asking him the
I
question?
guess.
It'd be, well, wouldn't we? We'd all work. We'd all
Yeah.
work.
Okay, so we want
the phrasing.
Where is the lock that
So
this
this
key
isn't the
fits?
actual question.
No,
just
this is
workshopping. Gotcha.
Yeah.
where is the lock that this key fits?
No, because it can just.
Then it'll
say,
just be like
in
Esshara.
Palador.
Yeah.
Because the exact location. Even exact location
location
of
is a
the
bit vague.
Hmm.
I was thinking something along the lines of, like, who was the last person to, like, possess
But we'd also need
the
to find
container
them.
that this key
Hmm.
opens?
We'd also need to find who they are and where they're from.
But that's like
That's
that's a
starting.
lot
And it
easier.
might
That's
not
a lot easier.
Or it could be, this does not open a
Mate,
container.
what about if it's two? What about if it's two things? Like, you know, what? Like, what's the nearest settlement to the object this key opens? And then we go there,
What's the nearest?
and we start, and like we also keep asking it
It's not-
who
who had it last. So then once we have a place, and then we're like, when we rock up, we're like, all right, show us Jimmy the chest haver.
What is the nearest building that this is owned by, and slash who owned it, and slash where?
I don't think this building is.
Could you say like
I
hospital?
feel like buildings
Might as well
what-
just go
if
to
we
the
say-
local, like mayor's office and get.
If we say
council
settlement,
on that.
if we say
Yeah.
settlement,
What is the name of the nearest building to the object that this key opens?
and in which settlement is it located?
That's 2 questions. Though.
Yeah, I wouldn't use building. I would use settlement.
Well, but I guess.
Where is the location?
But like the name of a building, like house, is not the name of a building. It'd be like someone's house.
Or if,
What if it's like
Sure, but then we could run into it's John Smith's house.
or
Problem.
what is the name of the nearest building and settlement?
I would go like just do it. In
I'd go
multiple
settlement,
parts kind of
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I
do
feel like
settlement
settlement, then
first,
narrow it
and
down
then,
to
yeah,
person
once we get to the
/
city,
specific
either the
building.
person and then
Or-
we can investigate their
right.
properties or whatever.
yeah, I'm cool with that.
Settlement and then narrow it down.
Like,
Rather
you won't
than
get a perfect
yeah.
answer every time.
Yeah, because then if we have a question that we know is going to give us something useful, it's probably better than that than trying to like nail everything in one
Yeah.
question and
Yeah.
waste the question.
Yeah, just get pieces of information that we can. It's a regular
Yeah.
investigation.
Get a
It's
lead.
everything else.
Yep.
Get a lead.
If we
Alright.
get settlement and name.
What is the
Okay,
question?
What's the question?
What is the name of the nearest settlement to the object that this key opens?
To the lock that this key opens.
Well, but it might not be a lock. It might be like a door.
Zest
It is a door lock.
Yeah,
But it could be a chest. It could be a. That's why I just went object.
He has asked the
Yeah,
question.
you already asked the question. So.
But he didn't say it's Kincaid.
visual.
The nearest object. Yeah.
Object?
Or the nearest settlement to this object. Whatever.
Failed the roll anyway.
We're not gonna get.
So we get one more because it's 2 days. Did you say or?
Yep.
Roll again.
So that was the 19th. Now this is the 20th.
Are we
Roll
doing
again.
anything?
Do we just hammer on the same question until we get it and then swap to the next one?
Yeah.
From-
Sure. Yeah.
That's what
Don't
I'm
keep it
thinking.
unless
All
you're
right.
using.
Exact same question.
What is the name of the nearest settlement to the object that is opens?
18.
Beautiful. So he asked that question, and the ring sort of, you feel that strange, like, intrusion in your mind that something's sort of being put in there. And you go to answer the question, and the name is sort of on the tip of your tongue.
Huh?
What's the DC on the thing?
Uh-oh.
It's just a 12 roll. I rolled 18.
Yes, you did. There's something nefarious
I
afoot.
can't remember it.
Yeah. It's like it's in there. But you can't, like, on the tip of your tongue.
Well, all I've got is it was magically wiped from history and it's cursed, like the literal name of the city.
Well, I was even just thinking like, yeah, it's like
Unless it's something related to my past that.
Or it's specific to you.
But
I was just thinking it's lost and like it kind of doesn't have a name anymore. Like that, or like one that anyone would recognize.
you
Do you know
mean
what I mean?
sort of
'Cause
like
isn't
it's sunk into a basin?
Well, yeah, but it would still have
It'd still, yeah.
like, whatever the name of the city it was when it was destroyed.
But
Its name from here until forevermore, even if it crumbles into dust, like Rome, if it
Pompeii.
crumbled all into dust, it's still within Rome.
Pompeii's still Pompeii,
But-
even though everyone's dead and jacking off in ash.
How does it work exactly again? It puts the knowledge in your head.
Yeah.
And it feels like you just know it.
He
But
just sort of like
for
pulls it out of
third-
the ether.
Yeah, but for Thurin right now, I feel like he does know it. He just can't like
Articulate.
when you're blanking on someone's name. You're like, oh, the guy, you know,
Like,
like
big time.
great
just, like,
big
it's
bushy
right there.
beard. Yeah.
2 marks.
Thank you,
though.
thank you.
Big bushy beard. Oh, what was? Who were we joking about that? Like, you know, the future Mrs. Ricky or whatever. I was like, yeah, one thing that she doesn't have.
No.
Big bushy beard.
Never gets old.
Okay,
For
interesting.
some reason, I know it, but I don't.
what?
I don't have the answer.
It's kind of frustrating. Like it, you're like, no, yeah, nah. Thought I had it.
Broadaxe, no.
Oh, you know when you're trying to remember
Woodbine,
something and the same thing just pops into your head as
Yeah.
yep.
Shark, no. Esshara.
This is the. Is it a shot? So this is the question for the 20th.
Can I try to remember?
You are.
Like, can I roll an int check to try remember something?
No matter what you try, some reason it's just not quite there.
Is it magically blocking me?
Did the magic not work?
I don't know, mate.
Is it to do with Yirdas? Magic gods are a bit wackadoo.
That is also quite a valid explanation.
It's a crock of shit.
You know, just the old because Yirdas.
I paid good money for this. And the only answer we've gotten is that your book set revolves
That's
around
actually
that.
pretty big for me.
Yeah, I know it is.
That's actually kind of huge.
And to be
But-
fair,
How come we got the answer to that, but not this? Is
well, to be fair, we knew when we bought them that old one-legged ugly Wally had created them himself and was not super confident
Not
in their
all.
reliability. Well, most of the little trinkets, the stuff that we could afford.
What? What's your
jerk.
Oh,
Thank you.
So, anything else?
Day of
Before
Yurt, baby.
The day of Yurt. No.
Well, we went to go to Aximus's?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, they called us and you were like, yeah, we'll be there.
yeah.
Two days later, us all sitting over at a table. And we meant to do something
Oh,
yesterday.
crap. Yes.
So I swing by and pick up my quill on the way.
Cool. Beautiful. Do you head back?
Okay, look how sick this is.
It is beautiful.
Do you
A
head
work of art.
back and grab?
Kind of
You
want
can't
one.
believe cloaks are they done in a day?
The cloaks may not be, but
That's it. He said come back after the Day of Yurda, so
Because I'll be closed for the holiday.
I'm happy to do everything at once.
Well,
for
this will
them.
be the 20th today.
Yeah. So I pick up my inquill and then we go to Aximus.
Well, has he got the hammer done?
Would you want to just do it all at once after
Yeah,
Yurt,
we'll go
or
see him after Yurt.
Yeah.
Do it all at once. Yeah, just go to
Vada.
Aximus.
Alright, so getting to the gates of the Vale. The guards sort of probe questioningly, doing their job, making sure whatever you're up to isn't shifty. Like there's a lot of people milling around and that sort of stuff. But as soon as you mention, which name do you use?
Aximus.
Aximus? Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't he say don't use that?
I don't know.
Pretty
I
sure he
can't
said
remember his
don't
normal
use
name
that.
now.
No.
You said just call him Gil.
Alf.
Al.
Al, sorry.
Well, if you
Call him Gil.
We're here to see Gil. Elf.
Alphinus.
Elfiness.
As soon as you mention that name, yes,
Elfiness, you know.
I do.
Wink. Wink.
Stony faced. I do.
Kincaid's saying wink as he's winking.
He's sort of like, why is he winking? He's saying his name.
Elfiness, wink.
Yeah, go on through. And he lets you into the van.
Has its own soundtrack?
It does. It's raining.
In the Vale.
No, starts raining. Let's go that way.
Oh, I was hoping it had its own magic weather.
It's purple.
Whoop, that's too scary. Can't be doing that.
Rich District is set to cursed. Rich District is set to slightly cursed.
Sounds rich. Beautiful. So, coming through into the Vale, you are sort of escorted. An attendant is waiting at the front for you, and you head into the Castle proper. I mean, freshly built, so everything is pristine. All
Like a Newcastle.
yeah, all the corners are nothing's
Newcastle smell.
chipped. It's just that fresh lavendery scent. But yeah, extreme care has been taken to build this thing, and it doesn't look 100% finished. Like there are still some things on the interior that are bit fixed up, but you rain, don't you? You head inside.
We go back outside. And we go inside?
you hear talking, hear people muttering and speaking, lowered sort of volume. And let's say this music's playing in the background. It sounds very peaceful. You are led up some stairs and to a chamber in the eastern side of the castle. And Alf is sort of waiting for you, maybe his office or office. And Gil's with him, sort of just sitting there twiddling his thumbs, and they look up and see you guys come on in. Ah, you're back. Excellent. Now, you may go. And the guy closes the door behind him. So, you still got it. You'd brought it this far. I hope that you wouldn't have lost it somehow.
I don't think I
can go
physically
anywhere.
can. Yeah.
I've procured this. Found it in the vaults. Can you hold it out for me? So he slips on these sort of like silken gloves that go up to like the elbow. A deep velvety sort of colour, like a reddish purple. And now, this might hurt.
Are we going to get a finder's fee?
threateningly when he... this might hurt.
He squirts lube all over.
Do you have a sick cow somewhere?
Sorry.
Do we get a finder's fee or anything? Or? We're a bit strapped. We're a bit strapped for cash.
That sounds
You need,
priceless, you're saying?
you need some money.
Yes.
Well, if this works, I will give you some money. You need some. You're my friends.
Don't want you to have to do what the kingdom does.
So you hold it out in your hand, and he picks it up, and
Wincing.
you feel a resistance. You feel like this stretching sort of feeling of between your hand and the object, and you can feel that the gloves that he's wearing are. It feels like just the little tethers that are holding it to you are slowly releasing. You feel the pressure of them give.
I'm making some pain noises.
He said, sorry, and he's like, you can see he's trying to pull it away from you, and eventually there is a cloud burst. It's sort of like
You spat it in.
So did I.
disappears, but there's some energy release. It sort of like rocks you all back a little, and he opens his hands. It worked.
I feel like I've lost a part of me.
And then he puts it in the drawer and closes it.
You do a
Check your
piece.
person. I think it's been. I don't know if that will work.
So now that it's not tethered to him, you reckon we can
Get some
Put it back
money.
on there.
Oh, wait.
I was gonna say you reunite with the rest of the septum.
Yes, we can sort something.
No, just kidding.
No. This is.
No, we do want money, but that can wait.
Yes, it can, because I don't want anyone.
Like 4 to 6 hours.
I'm going to take this into the vault. Can you accompany me?
Should we all accompany you?
No.
It's a big deal.
No.
I kind of want to
Okay.
see the bolts.
Yeah.
Just don't bring it.
I will be back. Just wait here. Feel free to look around my office. Make yourselves at home. There are refreshments. I've got to get this.
Do you have blue V's in there?
I don't know what that is, but you can ask one of the guards. They might be able to find it. I don't know what that is. And he sort of like hurriedly goes out the corridor and back down the stairs. You hear his footsteps recede into the distance.
Bless you.
God bless.
Bless.
Woo! So you're left waiting, and it's probably a good 20 minutes that you're waiting in there.
What refreshments does he have?
Quite a selection, actually.
Yum yum.
So teas, coffees,
Coffee.
coffees, absolutely.
Moi toi.
Nice ice cold water and some of the fun stuff if you're into it. But he's got a nice brandy, a nice scotch, decanting, and yeah, yourselves.
Which looks the most
Yeah.
expensive.
Kincaid, I think I need a brandy after that experience. If you could pour me one.
Doing all the bartender tricks. Just like rattling it around my
Shell.
yeah.
Yes, and you do feel quite exhausted after that.
Mm.
You're not wrong. It feels like something has been, like a core part of you has been removed.
Have a bit of choffee. I like garnish yours with like instead of like the orange wedge, it's like a choffee wedge.
You grate some on
You've
top.
got it's like a choffee martini,
Ooh.
choffspresso martini.
Do you feel like you've lost a bit of your soul?
I mean, I don't know. I was attached to it for a few months. Or weeks, I
They're
guess.
all of Glendolfa?
All of them Delta. No, it's weird.
Definitely a weird feeling.
Mm.
It's the right way to put it.
It's like losing your wisdom teeth.
But the couches in there are quite comfortable, well upholstered, and his desk is elegant and elaborate. You compare your quill and stop it at his. His is.
Damn right it is.
He has not spent how much? Did I say?
5 gold.
5 gold.
Damn.
You got rocked. No, I'm kidding.
I kick my feet up on the couch and turn to Ronan because he's here.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Yes,
and,
he is.
Who is
and I
he?
tell him this is how the rich live, mate.
This place is nuts.
Yeah.
It's not made of wood.
Made of stone.
Interesting. So, like, wood's not valuable? Like, is this
Not particularly.
like better?
It's
Yes.
stronger,
It's
sturdier.
Much more.
You can chop down wood
stable.
easily.
You can't set it on fire.
I know how hard stone is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what stone is.
I have seen rocks before.
Yeah.
I mean, this place is pretty nice. Why don't you guys look like this?
Well,
Busy.
I mean, I live on the road. You sort of need to be tied down to a single location to live
Yeah.
like this, and you also need a lot of money.
Oh,
You need to be a king to live like this.
I came close. Then,
My place is much nicer than this.
yeah.
Yes.
inside check.
Oh, it is. The
the beach.
no the what is it? God's Walk Keep or whatever it is. The nicer is probably a stretch, but
It's a stretch.
similarly impressive.
It's
Impressive, yes. At this level of luxury, not so much maybe.
It is an impressive structure, but yeah, it's lacking the refinement.
The creature comforts aren't high. Death priests don't go in for nice cushions.
Yeah.
Stone is stone. You're not wrong. But who else is? Neck. Isn't that what you say?
Neck. Neck.
That's the sound you make when you're inside. Neck.
Kincaid's inside is just him getting closer to them and
Making
looking,
them sweat.
yeah, and looking at them suspiciously.
So Gil and Alf come back. Gil sort of comes in. Don't worry, guys. I didn't get to go in either. I was just sort of escorting you.
Oh,
Yeah, there's no much threat in this castle. So
you never know.
yeah, with
I
you
bet
lot in
that's-
here.
I bet that's what the last person that got murdered in a castle thought.
You ever heard of a coup?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a wooden box that you keep chicken.
That's a coup.
Completely irrelevant.
This has a U before the
I
P.
thought that was like a car with no roof.
That's an E at the end.
Alf comes into the room and he's sort of right. That's all done away with. Yeah. Oh, sorry, that was really stressing me out.
You were
it's-
going to
Put it back on the scepter.
Yeah, we'll do it at the ceremony. We tend to not touch the scepter until it's needed. Kind of very securely.
That's stressing me out.
Yeah, I feel like something's gonna happen during here. Then you want to wait until the magic's not going all haywire before you do that. Or?
It's not going to happen until he rises to the Allos.
The ceremony's not for a year or two.
Oh, I thought you meant like tomorrow. Okay.
Hey, that's about the Holy War.
Yeah.
No. I've forgotten what you guys are like. Did you read my notes? No, yeah. Yeah, oh no, yeah, we wouldn't get it out for anything other than the ceremony, so. Yeah, it's very secure. And now they will go in the same spot until it's time to see that it's a binding ceremony. So at the same time we will work together hopefully.
With our souls in there as well.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Now, Russell's around. Hands you a little pouch. Any trouble? You protected it for us without knowing.
That we did.
Sure.
Yeah.
Except for
From enemies far and wide. Dragons, hydras.
Yeah. Hey, you told me all that
That's the
before.
way.
I know.
Bandits.
Dragons, hydras.
Mm-hmm.
More
Feels
bandits.
like dragons hide.
Those drop bear things.
Multiple times.
You didn't tell me about that.
Well,
There was
Anyway,
so much
didn't-
goodness.
You're generous. Hey,
You're welcome. That's from my own money.
Oh,
What?
Oh,
Give
now
us
we
time for
feel
the treasure,
bad.
mate.
Yeah.
Give it back to him.
No, I insist.
We'll rob the treasure.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, personally, this would come down on my head if I found out about it. It's just thanks from me. I trust you guys as much as I can trust you
Trust
guys.
strangers you've known for 2 weeks.
Hey, goodbye.
Mate, we've known him for a few months. We were just England off for
I'll say
half a year.
in this harsh world, bonds are formed quite quickly.
And I mean, you did beat the snot out of Gil.
I just give him a big pat on the back. That's a little bit too hard.
Roll and tackle.
I'm not attacking it. Would be what's my
Just strength plus proficiency.
Yeah,
So the prize is plus 8.
8?
this is just for flavour.
So 16.
Gil ducks it. Watching you.
Always watch.
Yeah. No, feeling but next time.
Jeez, you teach me how to dodge missiles. I've used it never.
Glad that went to
But
good use.
one day, I reckon it will
He just sort of lets
happen. I
them
just
hit you.
haven't had to do it, mate.
Okay.
But when I do,
Yeah.
I'll think of old mate Gil.
And I'll sort of anything else?
Yeah. So you mentioned your father. One of his coterie members does cartography.
Oh, yeah.
Happen to have any maps of Faladil?
Could speak to him.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah,
Trying to procure a map.
we would appreciate that.
I'll speak to my father and
Understand the surroundings.
see if he's in the city. Hopefully. I will check for him.
I'm sure you'd have some crude maps here anyway.
Sure.
'Cause it's not like you'd be the coder of cartography and not have anything down on pen and paper after all this time. If so, he's been stealing a living. I'm sorry to tell you, Dad.
This is
Just be walking
make-
along a coastline, enjoying the beach,
you make good points.
hanging out with some turtles and farmers.
Sounds
The
like my kind of
coterie of
coterie.
holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can cross your fingers. It's possible. But
It is possible? So you're telling me there's a chance?
if that's what is required of you, then anything's possible. You need
But also-
to balance the scales.
Permanent brewery.
What also might be required of you? The coterie of sanitation.
If there are.
I look up at the little the
flesh-eating mushrooms and go. "Oh, make that work."
We are built on sewers, so
Just release that into the sewers and it just does the whole giant crocodile bubble.
kill
It
a
just
croc,
it
float
eats all
around.
dead.
It just
Stuff.
gets too big and too hungry.
You can leave one mushroom in the sewer and just see what happens.
Are you willing to part with one of your mushrooms?
Not the 3. I mean, there's more than that by now. Then there probably though.
Alf, I just wanted a quick question. Do members of the coterie enjoy the political support of the crown in not ethically questionable matters?
That would be. It would depend. I guess it depends on what it is that you're attempting to do. Tell me your mind.
Random petty thievery is a hypothetical
Well, no,
example.
attempting to attain status in some way, shape, or form.
Murder.
Through.
Not murder.
Coup.
Maybe, not murder.
Through murder, not murder. Through a coup, not murder.
Wait a second. Varus, do I have to worry about you?
Yes.
Yes. You know him.
I
God,
don't
you
want to
know.
lie to you.
Okay.
No, it's not in
Could be a
I'm
coterie of
plotting to
mischief.
overthrow you, like a coup somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
That I would then rule over.
A coup in here, not here.
Okay. Not here. Gotcha. If.
But I said not ethically questionable. Like if everything was going smoothly and it was all
That's what I mean.
somewhat legitimate, would we enjoy the support of the crown in such a matter?
Maybe not publicly.
If we wanted to like overthrow somewhere else, and we sort of had a vaguely legit claim to doing
We
so,
install ourselves.
I'd leave the vaguely out. But if you need to remove a despot or remove a tyrant,
Sure, they're tyrants.
we would not.
Anyone's a
obviously-
tyrant if you plant enough evidence.
Exactly. No. Remembering, our purpose is to serve
Stuck
the.
into one of our straws.
What was that you were saying about plastic?
Bloody dagger.
Remembering, you have not accepted yet.
Well, just as a
If this is a qualm question, this is great. Bring it up. Bring it up now before you make your choice, because I need to know that you've thought this through. It's not a small matter, and you have time. You can sort out your personal business, sort out what you need to before committing to this. But when you commit, you need to commit. You'll be bound to it.
Alright, well, yeah, well, that's all I guess.
Agreed.
Does there happen to be anybody that you know that would specialise in, I don't know, removing, like, warding seals? Something like that?
What? Why? Where? I have a lot of questions.
As in,
What?
like, a ward that prevents someone from, entering a place, like a branding.
or a warding seal. I thought you meant you like. You know what? Never mind.
Well said. Let me think on it. Not sure off the top of my head. I could ask Father and see if.
Like a magical sort of,
Magical protection.
that wards someone away from entering a specific location.
Oh, I'm sure it can be undone.
Just dispel magic.
Yeah, maybe. Not sure.
I can do that for you right here, right now. What do you got?
Yeah.
Dispel magic. Cast it on him.
Okay, what level?
Third. Anything below third level or lower affecting the target ends. For anything higher than third level, I need to make a roll.
Okay. Make it
Right? You can like choose to exclude some effects, can't you?
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. I choose a creature. Any spell of third level or lower on the target creature ends. For each spell of fourth level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Thrudon's gonna be so mad when you break his hammer.
No, it's the creature.
He hasn't got that.
He's your dwarven slab.
No, but that's an
Oh.
object. I'm talking magical abilities that are affecting him.
True.
Yep.
True.
Yep. Make that
Bezalosny.
Charles Losney.
Get your sword out.
So I got plus 4.
persuasion.
Isn't it just all charisma checks?
That is 21.
And a d4?
27.
So you feel that brand.
Wait, straight up?
He's never brought it up with you.
No.
It feels like the brand is searing your skin. So in a way, yeah, immediately you're like, you can see him sort of arching his back like he is being burnt by something.
Oh, that wasn't me. I don't create.
Whoops.
And after a few very intense seconds, the pain dissipates. Alf's all like,
I feel like like you know when they sort of laser off a tattoo and then it leaves behind like a little bit of an
Scarring
imprint.
almost.
Like, do I feel like a bit of heat in like the shape of?
you feel no heat. It's actually quite cool. Same temperature as any other part of your body.
Hold on to it. It's quite cool.
Is anything here? Can you guys?
So he sort of lifts the side of his shirt, and you see his rippling muscles. You see scarring all over him,
There's so much scarring.
but you don't see anything sort of.
No mark brands, just
Nothing where
scars
you're
and stuff?
pointing, though.
Yeah.
That was a good roll. 27.
I think you're gonna say no. It's too high level.
It's got to be.
Wasn't that high
Yeah.
level?
Yeah.
You have to say no. It's going to be an
Nah.
Infinity DC.
It's in the level 8 spell.
Well, that still would have
That
done
would
it.
have been an 18. Yeah, that's it. That's
That's what I mean.
You
For
crushed that
the
with
highest
a
level
roll.
spell, I needed a 19
Yeah, we should
or
roll
above.
immediately.
Yeah, without the guidance.
That's what I mean. You rolled very well. Your warding is the
So I guess with that I can, get my stuff done before. So
Alf sort of.
The rune transformed into two
I mean,
rats.
yeah.
What place to the city?
Yeah.
Shot forgot, I presume.
BBEG.
how did you know?
So Alf sort of standing
Yeah.
there. Are you alright?
At Thurdum, what did I just do? I mean, I really didn't think you had a ward on you. I thought it was like, placebo. You'd think it was gone, but something just happened.
You just removed something that's been cursing me for the past. I don't know, how many years has it been since I left? It's
6 years.
6,
You've
7
been travelling a
years.
while across here.
I think it was it 6 years across here?
Yeah.
I think it was 6 years traveling across here
And it's
to get to
probably-
here.
Yeah,
So like
probably a
6
year.
and a half years.
yeah, maybe 7.
Yeah.
No sweat off my back.
Sweat off mine.
After all that, this nondescript little dwarf
Yeah.
like completely evaporates one of your problems.
Oh, I don't know what to say. Guess you're not that bad for a dwarf.
You're not so bad yourself.
Well, that was touching. Sure what happened, but I'm glad that. Yes.
Now kiss.
Then they and we will take a quick whiz break. Have a short 5 minutes. Go
I'll
straight
do
to
that,
the
bro. It's
legs.
only 8:30. Feels like we've been
Yeah.
going for longer.
I think because we
Started?
and we
No,
got
we
right
started
into
later,
it.
I think.
But I think like
We didn't podcast.
we didn't
beforehand.
podcast, so
Yeah, that's
we
actually
we
true.
came and sat down.
Because
at,
we're
like,
usually like 45-minute
Yeah.
podcast beforehand.
we
That's
came and
true,
sat down
actually.
at like 5:45 and kind of started by 6, right?
Yeah, we normally sit down at 6 and actually get into it at like
And then
6:30.
podcast
Yeah.
for an hour. Alright, back in a sec, guys. Don't go nowheres.
Gee, I can't believe that just happened.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, all right.
You haven't tried that.
I'd say I think I did my math.
I've not opened.
Yeah,
up
it
about
hasn't.
anything
It hasn't
like that.
come up. Yeah, I think I did
It's
my
just-
maths wrong, but it still would have been above 23. So it's like,
You're in the clear.
yeah,
It's just when Alf mentioned, anything that you need to get in check. It's like, yeah, I need to get that in check.
Yeah.
I've got stuff I need to do
Yeah.
before I can commit to this.
I should charge for this. What am I doing?
And then but before you had what, a 1, 2, 3, and 4 on your rolls that you needed to?
1, 2, 3, 4, 17.
Yeah, so I think instead of 27, it would have been 24.
Would you roll to 17?
17 plus 4 plus 3.
Yeah. Yeah, 24. Special lost me!
Special Lawson.
What did you need to beat?
19.
Oh,
If it was a
19.
9th level spell.
Is that all?
It's 10 plus the spells level.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's a good spell to have.
Yeah.
And it's a contested roll if it's a counter spell. Did we find out how much money Alf just gave
No,
us?
we didn't ask. We haven't checked. We said, nah, mate, take it back. And then,
And then he said no, and
yeah. Special Lawson. Okay.
this you lost me, guide me.
Was it the way the question was worded?
Hmm.
That.
Yeah, that's what I keep thinking, because you said, what is the name of the nearest settlement?
You
alright?
I just, my hammy just crammed.
Oh, I hate that.
Jeez. Yeah, because you said, what is the name of the nearest settlement that the object is,
Yeah, to the nearest settlement to the object.
But the fact he said it's on the tip of your tongue is a bit...
I think that's him conveying that, yeah, the ring put the knowledge in your head, but for whatever reason you can't speak it.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, is it that, or is it we just asked the wrong thing?
No, I'm willing to, because you passed the DC, so we know that you, by
Yeah, I
all
passed-
regular rules of the ring, you should have got something. So.
Yeah.
And yeah, him saying that it's on the tip of your tongue kind of implies that, yes, technically the knowledge is in your mind.
So maybe I should just do an int check whenever I can to see if I can remember.
I think it might be something to do with the actual.
It's got some wards theme, right?
Ricky, call me Rocky.
Rocky Rick Splitter.
Damn. You guys spent too long in the same room. Both wearing a hat. Both have a watch. Are you the same person?
I mean, have you ever seen us in the same room at the same time?
There are different camera angles.
Oh?
How can we be sure? This isn't pre-recorded,
This is all
and we're
real.
all across the country.
All real time.
I'm in Azerbaijan.
A
Okay.
large
rough
bag
place
of
to be.
oranges
So,
in a disguise.
you guys, the attendant is sort of waiting for you down at the bottom of the stairs, just idly.
Older.
You are ready to go.
Are you from Lindenvale by chance?
Yin.
Yindenvale.
It's been yin.
Oh, I thought it was an L and that was just French.
Same.
I wrote Y-N-D-E-N.
That's close, yeah.
No, I
Because
wrote
with how you are with Y's in
Yeah.
this place, I thought Y-N.
Thought it was Lindenvale, but they were just very French.
Same.
Like, Yindenvale? Yeah, Lindenvale, yep.
Are you living?
We are, yes
Well,
please,
not
sir.
dead, so.
Excellent.
Thank you. That was good.
Oh. Yeah, I just clicked as well.
That's a D4 inspiration.
Damn you.
I think it was the accent on the accent that did it.
See, in my head, it was the word that I thought, not how it sounded. So I took you a sec. Nice.
That is good total joke. Or should I say total joke?
And extremely confused. But
Nice to meet you, extremely
it was
confused.
a pleasant day. You could stop now.
It's gone past.
And so you guys head out the main entryway. I mean, all ostentation like that. Entryway is so adorned with stuff. Beautiful to walk through. And spots of light coming through high windows, just everything you can imagine.
How much, do you want to just check how much Alf gave us?
Oh yeah, I didn't kind of want to count it in front of him. I thought
Yeah,
that'd be
that
rude.
would feel rude.
So once you get out of the Castlay,
I feel like many years as a smuggler, I'd be able to sort of ascertain the weight of a coin purse pretty well.
okay.
Just by weight. Like when he handed it to me, I'd be like, "That's in the range of like 50 to 100, or like that's like
open
20."
It, you check, it's golds. So, judging by weight, make an intelligence roll. I'll give you advantage. Underhanded deals.
16 plus intelligence, which is 1, 4, 17.
17. Ballpark. 40, 50 gold?
Yeah. I'll say that. About 40,
Count,
50.
count it out. We haven't got a minute.
Yeah.
Just start the party fund, so.
Yeah. Just the party funds a bit.
How much?
It was 45 gold.
4 to 5.
That's an R45.
Don't do, 15, 20. Don't do 5 gold each and then 25 in the party funds?
Sure. I'll throw an extra 4 gold in, and then I don't know the party funds anyway.
Wait a second.
Oh yeah, how much have I got left on?
Wait a second.
One at a time.
No, I just chucked my 5 gold in there too.
From Alf. And then 5 from Barris.
And off his debt.
Everyone needs a documenter.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so we very life imitating art. It's literally what I do for work. So how much was it repaying your debt?
Yeah.
So he added an extra
and then I
4.
just throw 4 out of my own
to
pocket,
9.
so it makes up a nice 9, so I don't know the party funds anyway.
Wait, didn't we
You
say it
had
was only
7.
7?
You had 7.
7, sorry, so I throw 2
2.
in.
Make it 7. So his debt is
So you
8.
throw 7
It's
in.
not
Yes.
4, but 2.
Yeah,
That's 2 on top of the 5, so yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Gold vanishing.
yeah, plus 2.
7. And then
Repaid.
And here in the maths corner, we have Kincaid adding and subtracting numbers.
and the numbers are winning.
Damn it. Spicy.
And then so Thurden, you had 17 left.
I'll just chuck the 5 in here.
Mm-hmm. So you now have 12 left.
Yay.
Nice.
So,
Pub and then Day of Yurd.
yeah.
Cool beans.
Get it.
What did I charge you for the night's rest at the...
Fucking swallow.
I think it was like
It-
copper.
Oh.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's definitely
Four silver.
I feel
$18
like it was like
now.
maybe like a gold
4
or
silver.
2 for the...
No, it wasn't a
It
gold.
was-
Oh, no, there you
It
go.
was silvers.
It was 4 silver.
There you go, he's
It
got
was 4 silver.
Thank you.
Ask the documenter.
Well, good.
But yeah, do we want to go to a different pub if we're planning on starting another punch on?
Depends what the names of the other ones are called.
Well, we didn't punch on at the...
No, that's where we slept.
Yeah, no,
Properly
that's
followed.
what I said. Let's go.
You
to the
don't shit
pub.
when you eat.
Oh, yeah.
I said let's go
Oh.
to the pub, not the inn.
Right. I mistook it.
You want to go bare knuckle it?
You don't want
Well,
you don't want a good night's sleep before the Day of Yurd?
We can't have fun and a good night's sleep.
I'm the one that's not gonna have the good night's sleep because you want me to fight so you
You'll
can
be
bet
getting
on
slapped
me.
around.
Yeah, I don't really have. You
I'll
don't have
fight.
to fight. I'll just rob people. Like
Grease me up and put me in the pit.
Grease me up, woman.
He's full of beans. Let's go.
If you remember what the barkeep said, it would be closed the day before.
Yeah, he was
Oh, I
like,
thought it was closed the day off.
Well, that too. Everything will be closed the day
Alright,
off.
well then
pretty
let's
much.
just go to bed.
How about we'll play challenge some guys at the inn to cards or something,
Ah, yeah.
and then you can turn invisible and tell us what they've all got.
You didn't buy the ring, the earrings.
Well, yeah, like,
If you
I'd
bought
have
the-
to whisper it. to
Oh
him
my
anyway,
God.
Yeah, but you
like-
can still whisper while invisible,
Well, there's probably a better way to do it, sort of thing.
or get Hermes to sit up in the rafters behind them. He mentally tells you what they have, and you know if you
Well,
will
yeah,
win
like,
the hand.
If anything, then yeah, I should
You should
play, because then I don't have to tell anyone.
Yeah, exactly, and he just mentally tells you.
Okay.
Well,
Let's
yeah, I've
see.
still got spare incense and that sort of thing.
Let's see if that's folks.
Oh yeah, is there a place of worship?
Party
That would
funds is up to 80 gold.
Yeah,
If
that's
you
good.
FYI,
Is there-
that's 69 gold and 11 and 110 silver.
If there's a place of worship, you could maybe just invis ring, go back room, take incense, leave.
Could. Like,
You're certainly welcome to if you'd like to.
yeah, right, we might as well do that too. Yeah, let's find a place
Yeah,
to
let's
worship.
let's rob a church while we're at it.
Like, yeah, alright. We're already
Not the
swindling
Church of
people.
Jergal. Actually, if we go to a Church of Jergal, can I just ask for some because I'm
Are
a
there
priest?
churches
Some
in
incense?
Jergal in
Can I just
Australia?
ask for some because I'm a priest? If there is there a Church
Would
of
they
Jergal?
worship?
That would be a difficult thing in such a diverse city, finding your specific deity.
Is it not like a temple district with just like all the gods?
No, not really.
No, Akatar.
Okay.
It's a fairly new city.
In that case, I have got a suggestion once we become a coterie. Just put all the temples in one area.
Easy.
Put them all in one building. Each corner is a little shrine.
Each like room.
A
Just like,
multi-divisional
And like a 10-story temple.
yep.
Perfect.
It's like a car
Or-
park.
solve.
You could be like Hagia Sophia, Greek Orthodox mosque that's a museum.
Easy.
Perfect.
Nailed it. Once you're in power, make some changes for.
Let's build some
Oh, we will.
mosques.
Sure.
Let's get that multi-mosque going.
Multi-mosque.
In the meantime, can we find a church?
Yeah.
Minaret is a different,
Yes, sir.
Um,
All right.
I guess, god that's worship.
Just roll stealth. If you go on Invis ring, you've got
Advantage.
Yeah, well,
I'm
It
staying
would probably
outside.
be-
I want nothing to do with this.
I'll come in and see what god this is about.
yeah, I'll just go in and just do the whole thing from the start. That's a natural one.
Well, you get
Advantage.
advantage because you're invis.
Yeah.
I've got 2. So, 11.
Make a lot of noise
As a
with their
priest, I'm
feet.
staying far away from this and pretending I don't know what's happening.
As a
It's not
paladin,
my god,
I'm-
but I think even close enough.
Still.
Like,
this is, you are invisible. You're still not detectable other than if you were
Like if I
to.
start making noise,
Yeah, exactly. So an 11, I mean, it's a quiet place, but there's not guards around. It's not like a.
It's monks.
Bang.
This is a
Very angry
a
monks.
place of worship. Like people are reverential in there.
there's a tomb.
Bartholomew here?
Does the tomb mean that he starts doing the Kronk theme noise in Emperor?
11 is plenty.
Okay.
Being invisible, short of people actively looking for you. Why would they?
Yeah, magic
Mm.
stuff. Yeah.
Yep. So
Oh,
Yeah.
we know the Bing Bong.
We heard it.
The evil Bing Bong.
You don't remember Bartholomew?
Oh, now I'm with you. Yes, I do remember Bartholomew.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not? He's there. When I shaved my skull.
Oh.
oh.
Wasn't he one of the characters that you made up? His cloister was a. What did you say? His cloister was what?
It's alright.
Had it gone?
Okay.
Had it gone off?
Yes, sir. So, I mean, yours wouldn't be locked. Why would they lock it in a place of worship? Like, there's nothing to hide.
Yeah, who would steal from a church? Who would be that evil?
Yeah.
He just walks past and looked at nature thing on the way in.
Yeah.
Look into the storeroom and I just
Yeah.
want to grab like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 blocks of incense, just sort of kind of smuggle them under the coat and get outside.
Yep.
Oh, well, actually, no, I'll just chuck them in my backpack. I guess I'm in there.
Damn you.
What is happening? It's like we're not even touching it.
Yeah.
In a dick. Damn that cord.
When I pull it out and put it back in, it turns on for a second and shuts off.
Yeah.
Cord. Yeah, so I would say.
So where's the donation box you're gonna rob? It's like for orphan children in Esshara. It's like, yep,
I mean,
I'm an orphan.
You guys have seen him steal. This is not new. This
Oh,
is
but
not a
it-
new thing for him.
It's different robbing some rich guy on the street and robbing, you know, a box of money that's meant for
I'm stealing
orphans
incense.
with
No
cholera.
one's mentioned anything about robbing orphans.
This is true.
In fact, you're the only one mentioning robbing orphans. This is a paladin that turns people insane for kids. And I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
Sure.
All that incense will feed hungry
I've just
children.
made he's gonna live a miserable life and he's gonna laugh at it.
Who will? Oh, the
The,
insane guy.
the insane
Yeah.
man.
So,
Would you rather not?
make
Big
a
laugh,
sleight
laugh.
of hand. And I will give you advantage because you are invisible.
19 plus 9,
Gee.
28.
Yep. Easy. You find unsecured
Incense.
blocks of incense. You grab 2 blocks.
So if there's 4, I want 4.
Um,
I'm not looking to empty the whole store.
Yeah.
I'm just looking to grab a
Yeah.
bit. So I
two
don't have to
like
do this
they're
again.
fairly big blocks of incense, like dried sort of bales, like
Yeah, right.
hand-sized big blocks that you could
How many
grab.
gold's worth would that be?
Well, yeah, like
Probably a few gold per block.
Because it's 10
Yeah,
gold to summon
10
Hermes.
gold.
10
gold of incense.
Okay. But yeah, you could grab enough for it, I reckon.
Sure. Well, yeah, just do that and leave.
Yep.
That's it.
Easy. Slip it back in through the open doorways. You can,
Right, yeah,
you can
just-
hear people like, you know, doing their thing, but no one pays any attention. There's the very lightest of tread, like you otherwise
Well, yeah, and then just go into an alleyway, turn invisible, turn back to being invisible, and then walk out of the alleyway and go back to the city.
See. Yeah. All right.
So back to the froth and swallow them.
Back to
Froth
swirls
it.
and froths.
Another 4 silver.
Party funds it.
4 dose rooms.
Yeah, I'll go upstairs and summon Hermes.
Beautiful. Get that ritual done.
Is there anyone like in there like playing cards or anything, or is it kind of a quiet night?
Silent night.
12 or above, there
Alright.
Heyo.
are folks.
Do we
people
want to do
are-
a bit of a card ante or?
Yeah, sure. Like,
People are settling in. Like it's fairly busy in the inns at the moment. People are coming in for the whole the event,
Holiday,
the
yeah.
occasion. So
Does anyone have a set of playing cards?
I don't think I
Maybe the inn might.
be in mind.
we could retroactively say you went and bought.
Well, yeah, I'd be happy to.
When we went to Mickey's, we bought some.
Sure, yeah. What a deck of playing
What's
cards.
that? Piece of silver.
Sure.
Easy.
And
And you got a nice set of playing.
Beauty.
So
And
you're
the
gonna
king
do
is
the
the Allos.
Hermes.
Well, yeah,
Hermes
like,
check?
because as an action or whatever, I can summon him anywhere within 30 feet, sort of thing. So I would like to get the game started and then summon him behind them, kind of thing.
Okay.
But in the
Smart.
meantime, maybe you talk someone into. Well, I'm just thinking, do we like fake a game to start with, and then
How-
Well, I'll join the table as well.
and sell it,
Yeah.
and then or whatever. Or do you
shucks,
just
I
like
lost
convince someone
again.
Well, just ask a couple of blokes if they want to join us for some cards, and like we can play as well, and you can beat all us because then like it's
Yeah,
our
sure.
money anyway, right?
Now look, there's other things we can get on with, so we'll just bring it down to some rolls.
Yeah, right.
If you're okay with that.
Yeah.
We could up it, we could do a whole thing, but I want
I'm happy to roll it.
to get to a thing.
Fair enough.
Thing and some
10
So-
gold says I'll beat all of you.
Yeah, what are we potting?
Yeah, I'll put 10 gold in.
And I'll put a javelin with 5 foot of rope.
Oh, that fat. They do not have 10 gold to
That's true.
wager.
Yeah, maybe just do like a gold,
Fine.
5
A
gold.
gold piece.
Yeah, a gold,
More
sure.
the
Yeah.
speed. So,
Triple two.
terrible perception. They do not notice the owl.
Alright. Do you want me to roll sleight of hand?
Yes. Yeah, we'll go start.
20. Dirty 20.
Easy. These are guys sort of, you know, they're in the city for a bit of fun. They got a gold to spare. Why not? Take it up.
Play cards.
Take them for all they've
Risk it.
got.
And yes, so you know exactly what cards they have, and I'd say on knowing their cards, you win the game.
Yeah.
Basically,
Sweet.
there's nothing to be done about it. Basically,
Wonderful.
yeah. And so you would take their gold piece, and I mean, fairly good spirited fellas. Bugger, but
Good luck next
nothing
time.
worse than that. Yeah.
Free
hang
two
around,
bob.
Have some beers.
Yep.
Have some grub.
Beers
Head
and
on
rum.
up to sleep.
And yeah, go to
Beautiful.
Is there a mirror in this place?
Sure.
Would there be a mirror?
Maybe a hand mirror, not like a big sort of mirror.
No, not like a mirror like you can look at yourself in.
Polished glass. Yeah, in a dodgier, well, not dodgy, but a more rowdy sort of place. Having it not broken, they wouldn't put it on the walls. I'd
Yeah.
say you could ask for a hand mirror if you did. From friends.
Yeah, I'll go down and ask.
Yeah,
After I've taken all the gear off, getting
Yeah.
ready for bed,
yeah.
just pull down the shirt and and just like a sigh of relief.
The scarring's gone too.
That was around the
On the scar.
I'll try to fill up soon enough.
But yes, all
My
All
body's a
What can I say?
canvas, and swords are the paintbrushes.
all
And claws, and daggers, and
Teeth, maces, axes,
Sharp
sometimes
boiling
arrows,
Yeah.
Any pointy rocks.
arrows, javelins.
beautiful. So, take that long rest, boyos. And when you wake, all seems quiet in the city.
Be careful, it's a trap.
Quieter than...
Holy war!
Just in the distance, that's all you need. Just one guy.
Just, it's Ricky,
Ricky
yelling
just
at
wakes
us.
up and goes on the street.
Yeah, it's like 5 a.m. I'm standing at the front of the stage. No one else is here. And I'm like, holy war!
Yeah, the streets are quieter. Roll inside.
Go look me.
Fitting.
Very fitting. 4.
Holy war.
7.
He's just out on his knees.
16.
So 15, 16, you would take it to be people are resting up for a celebration. Like,
Okay.
you know how you have a...
Sleeping on a public holiday.
Yeah, exactly right. Everyone, it's a day off, everything's pretty much shut.
It's like New Year's Day.
Yeah, you've got the opportunity and not much bustle. There's barely anyone walking around at the moment.
Because everything's shut as
Well,
well, isn't it? So there's no point.
There's
Yeah.
no one going to work, that sort of stuff. Everything is... The only people you see walking around, some are like carrying fresh food stuffs for stalls and that sort of stuff. Carrying around what look like large fireworks bundles. Yeah, just all sorts of celebratory things. So yeah, the celebration doesn't start until midday. So the city takes it real slow. Is there anything you'd like to do in the interim?
Continental breakfast.
Would the inn be serving?
Surely.
Oh,
In
damn.
breakfast
Really?
I'm
They have patrons.
I'll put it this
try
way.
this.
Bowl of fruit or something.
I'll put it this way. The night before, they probably would have put out a spread for the morning, and there's no one sort of attending it at that time because no one wants to work. It's
Yeah.
a free day.
In that case, I just like reach over the bar and grab a bottle.
Sweet from the flask.
Oh yeah.
10.
All good.
Oh no.
What do you want it to be?
I just want it to change.
Yeah.
I don't care what it could be. Milk, oil, whatever. I just want it to change. Blue. Yeah.
It could also be very
Yeah,
good
but
for your
keep in mind, as soon as it
digestive.
leaves your mouth, it disappears. We already tried that.
Oh yeah.
It's true.
So you get
Fair
all this glue in your mouth.
It's like a kid eating clag.
Look, this time it's right.
It just changes to sand.
we cut to Varys in the corner drinking blue.
I'll get it this time it's right.
Like digging his fingers in and just clag.
It's good for you. Puts hairs on your chest. Okay. So, over the course of the day, let's put some happy.
Does that mean all the pubs are closed?
Mm-hmm.
What a dreadful holiday.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll be
Open
open
at
later.
midday. Yeah.
Oh,
And there's all the stalls getting better. I imagine.
Just you wait.
Imagine some of them.
Just hold your titties. Alright? So, around midday, it's sort of an electricity in the air. Everyone's kind of getting amped, getting ready to celebrate. And there's no gong, there's no chime or anything. You just sort of know when it's midday. People sort of flood the streets. Everyone's wearing, vibrant clothing. Everyone's chattering and running around, having fun. You smell food on the air. Almost hobo lifting aromas. You just... what is that?
That smells strong enough to lift a hobo.
Yeah, exactly right. It could. And you see the source of it, basically. Some of the stalls set up around the place.
What kind of sauce?
Stall. Killing. I think I will. I'll just kill it. Yes, on the front of the stalls it says mac and cheese. They don't only serve food, but hot damn do they serve mac and cheese. But simple foods, simple like street food, carnival food, hot dogs, of
Corn dogs.
unknown
Those
origin.
potato spirals.
Yeah, so
Snow cones?
no money is needed. Snow cones. No,
What snow
I'll
cones?
say no cones to that. But basically, food is gratis on this day. So in the streets, you can eat your food. So any of you that
Wait,
want
gratis.
free. So you go around and get your mac and cheese. You
Okay.
get whatever.
I get Ronan, like the neck pinch. This is where we feast and go wild.
And he does some delightful things. Some things he's
Lovely
like,
new tastes, yeah.
didn't know what that was. The potato thing kind of gets his attention. He's like, what's that? And I eat it.
With your mouth. Like this.
Oh, I'm being too delicate.
Is this fairy floss?
No, fairy floss wouldn't exist. Spun sugar.
Yeah, I mean they could surely.
That's
Just
invented.
sugar. If you have a stick and sugar and heat, you can make fairy
Yeah.
floss.
Doesn't exist.
What about chocolate?
Sure.
If chocolate exists, fairy floss can exist.
What about chocolate crackers?
We could do this all night.
What about fairy bread? Actually, fairy bread, legit question. It's just little bits of
Did
sugar
it say
basic.
fairy bread or whatever walking at that?
Yeah.
Twist my arm.
Very bread or we
Fairy bread or we holy war. Right here, right now.
Beautiful.
No, fairy bread? Holy war!
Holy war! Start chanting. So, while you're walking around,
I have definitely spread that rumor, by the way.
what, holy war?
The announcement. The announcement is war.
Yeah, there's a holy war about to happen.
They're like, what?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
That big podium they've set up in the park.
Allos is. I'm doing that, but I'm also saying like against a different country every time I tell it.
Oh, okay, you just
Yeah.
They're going to go to war with Bleakness. They're going to go to war with here. They're going to
Gotcha.
go to war with like.
I like it, but I don't. I sort of get mixed reactions from people. Some are like, yeah, that's it. And some are like, oh.
We'll take their capital city in 2 days.
Yeah.
Be home by Yerdmus.
I
forget what the
Be home by Smarch.
We'll be home by
Yerdmus.
what do we call it? Crumbus. Or what?
Logo?
Brother.
No, what we're talking about
Christmas.
upstairs.
Yeah, what we're talking about
Oh.
upstairs. It was Crumbus or something like that.
Was it before I got here?
Yeah, I think it might have been.
Crongo.
While you shut up, you're a crongo. While you're walking around, there's also stalls selling beverages, not selling, good giving. Mm-hmm.
Gratas.
And so you've tried their Fireball. The Brewer Bros are announcing their newest flavored whiskey, Eldritch Blast.
The Brawl Bros.
The fellows that make Fireball whiskey. And so they're sort of, this is them advertising at the same time. Like,
Okay, starting the holy war.
this is their new flavor. Yeah, and it's definitely, it's like black curranty.
Yum.
Compared to the Fireball, which is a bit more cinnamon flavored, but it's also eldritch, whatever that tastes like. Tastes like
Tentacle.
metal. Eyes in the darkness.
Well,
Tastes like eyes in the
yeah, it's like a black bottle. You hold it up and there's just an eye. Everyone looks at you and closes.
I'm not gonna drink that. Enough Fireball. Hey, what?
It just tastes like eyes in the darkness.
That was just memes. Yes. However you
I
would.
got you.
However you
Thank
would flavor that. Eldritch flavoring.
Tastes like licking a powder socket.
Yeah, a little more zesty. Yeah, and the foods are great. Now, everyone manning the food carts are goblin, and they're great cooks. To be honest,
Are they happy enough, or is this like indentured service?
they seem like chirpy, happy to spread food and
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff. At certain points, while you're walking around, people are doing like magical displays, like flaring up into the sky, and visual
Can we try that?
imagery. They've got sounds to go with it. People have been like practicing these little routines or whatever, hoping for silvers and that sort of thing.
Like straight performance sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Dispel magic. Dispel
Right.
magic.
Yeah, and while you're walking around, also fireworks going off. You just hear like these random cracks, pops off in the distance, and I mean, Ronan would definitely jump at the first few. Just like, what's that?
Gunfire.
I don't know what that means.
The sounds of war.
Holy water.
The banners are being called.
The beacons are lit. Bournemouth calls for aid.
Shitty rolled a 2. Oh, really? Like,
Every man who can hold a sword to Helm's Deep. Many have been too many winters or too few.
I say no, and just minor illusion, a very tiny one off the tip of my finger.
yeah. So while you're walking around, stuff's going off. At random intervals, you see just almost motes in the air just flicker into being, and they're little insects trailing a strange, like, slow sort of mist beneath it. Some are reddish in hue, some are more blue, some are brown. Like all these different coloured insects, they sort of spark into life almost. In your walking around, you notice that some are trailing what look like little motes of embers almost. Not like very insubstantial, like these tiny things, just little specks. Some seem to be more vaporous. Yeah, all different sort of elements in a way.
Is it just sort of happening, or does it look like
Yeah,
something's causing it? It's just
they're just sort of
Their natural
flitting
mode
into
of
being.
being.
right.
And is this something like, obviously growing up on wherever we are, what's it called again? Falador. I almost said Faerun, but I was like, no, that's Falador.
Growing up on fat.
Like, have we seen these insects before? Like, is this a Eurydice kind of thing, or is this an Esshara thing?
This is not common. Might be an Esshara thing.
Okay.
Like, some weird things do occur.
Yeah.
This one
But this
is
was-
relatively new, but it's not like mind-blowing. No one's
Yeah.
panicking. It's
Yeah.
like, ooh, like looking at the beautiful insects like floating around. And eventually you would make your way. There seems to be sort of a commotion. The guards around the gates are not at their posts. Everyone's free to move within the city, except for the fact that is where they all are congregated, basically. and you head down to Harrenwood Garden.
Yeah, I was going to say, I want to be slowly making our way in that direction.
There's people are sort of thronging a little bit to get in there, to get in that direction. And you see a figure standing on the podium. Well, actually, there's a bunch of people. One standing at the podium, just to sort of...
The Allos coterie?
You would assume so.
Are there
What's
8 dudes on the podium?
There are more than that.
Okay.
What's the kind of guard presence like around the podium?
The guards themselves are more protecting the veil.
Yeah, okay.
So
he feels pretty
make
safe.
a perception check.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I just kind of want to know how crazy are we talking here?
It's going to be a long live the king moment.
2.
That's what I'm.
Is that his pride rock? You just see Gil come up. Long live the Allos!
So, being a dwarf, kind of hard to see over people.
Yeah, fair.
You just see knees. You see like little bits of flickers between
Yeah.
people's legs. The rest of you, I mean, you can see there is an armored goblin standing sort of back and to the right of the others.
on
Potentially,
the podium?
behind the podium, but a potential person. And there's a lot of murmuring going on amongst the crowd. Everyone is sort of everyone is sort of thronging into this central location, and the figure standing behind the podium, reminiscent of Alphys.
On the podium, sorry.
At the podium, should I say. He is robed in fairly plain robes. I'll get the taller folk to make a perception check.
Has he pretty much undisguised himself?
No, it's not Alpinus. He's saying it's like in the image of us, so it's his father
Yes.
or a brother.
Older,
Oh.
silver haired.
Yeah,
So
I
what
wanted Hermes just circling above us.
Did you want perception? Sorry?
Yep.
18.
16.
Advantage with her.
16.
I'm up to me eyeballs in ale froth, so
Sorry, what did we roll?
18.
16.
16. Okay.
The Allos doesn't stand straight. He's got a slight hunch to one side.
Scoliosis?
He's not super tall. Like he's probably a bit below 6 foot.
Like, is it like a scoliosis thing? Is he like this? When you say that?
Like just when he's standing, it's sort of just a little
Like
bit
drop to
tilted
one side a bit?
side.
Brand the broken.
And
I knew that I'd get to geeks.
It's just a terrible end story. It's
Keegan
so
has been
shit.
activated.
It's just so shit.
How good's Ring of Power?
I'm actually enjoying it. I haven't finished it though. No
Don't
spoilers.
stop me.
let's
Stands with a hunch.
yes. Standing there, he does have a regal look about him. Like the way that his silver sort of hair sits behind him. You can see the elven features in him, but the facial structure is more human. I guess it leans towards, which is what Elf sort of looks like, less elven, more human. And he sort of raises his left hand, and everyone immediately is just like, oh shit. And everyone quietens. In a loud sort of voice, it carries effortlessly. It barely looks like he's speaking, above a normal register. And the voice sort of echoes out. Welcome all from all regions. We gather to celebrate Yoda. And what a celebration it's been so far. We have an announcement for you. and I know that all of you, not holy war, don't give me that little.
I wasn't gonna say it.
I know.
I have an announcement.
I was thinking it very loud.
Yeah.
Holy war.
When you are shoulder to shoulder with your friends, with your allies, with your countryfolk, you must take care of those around you. It is important because you do not know who you stand beside. Now, this young man in amongst you, and he points down into the crowd, and people sort of like, it's Alf, standing
Those are going to be Ryan.
standing at the front. It's like,
He is an outsider.
Alf is sort of standing there. He doesn't flinch. He knows this is coming. Down there is my son, and you hear some. Oh, what? And I will be abdicating my position as Allos for him. And people in the crowd are sort of like, what? That's never happened before. Like, just muttering, murmuring.
Wait, as in, like, no one's ever abdicated the throne. They've always just died or something.
It's usually the way it passes.
But if he's got a hunch on that, he might be unwell, you know.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, muttering in the crowd. People are speaking to one another, sort of confused, shocked. The chatter starts to build a little bit, and then he raises his hand again. Now, and someone in the crowd is like, "You're not my god king! You're nothing! Look at you standing there!" Like, starts sledging him.
Is he nearby us?
No, sort of closer to the front.
Can Hermes swoop down and bite him on the finger?
Sure.
Yeah, I was going to try and throw it.
Whatever his attack bonus is.
So,
That
like,
finger
as
is
he's
gone.
pointing his finger, this just swoops down.
This black owl.
Yeah, he was about to get a Kincaid in the face.
Yeah.
And fly by, so no attacks of opportunity.
And I mean, he's not looking up, that's for sure. He's looking at the Allos. And he's sort of just... sorry, what was... anyway. I make no claims to be a god. That is not my position. I'm sorry if any of you feel put out. Please speak to your representatives. Speak with Alphanus if you need to voice concerns. I want no unrest. And
Would you
yeah.
call him Maximus? You said Alphanus. Wouldn't he call him Maximus?
No, yes, he would. Sorry, that's just me.
Yeah.
Having tried
Trying
say
to
his
remember
name is
which-
Alphanus.
So we wouldn't get suspicious.
And so people like it sounds like a couple of voices are sort of yeah when that guy's talking, and as soon as this thing swoops out of the sky and eviscerates his finger, he's just sitting there like. People around him are like,
Don't listen to the nine-fingered idiot.
I mean, he's only an owl. He probably couldn't take the finger off, just like. But
Oh, an owl?
On like some
I
pheasant.
feel like if he sat down and was like gnawing on it, yeah, but just as
Oh,
like as a
well, you mean a
flyby,
peck?
where he was just trying to fly by and like take a chunk out of him, sort of thing. Like just,
I was thinking
it
just
wasn't making
take
a
it.
committed effort to
Yeah.
take the
They
finger
like
off.
rip the heads off mice and stuff and rabbits.
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
You think like a macaw can go through a finger?
Spine would be thinner than a person's finger.
Let's put it this way: could do some damage to an
Yeah.
Probably could.
unarmored
Either
finger.
which way? I'm not trying to cripple the man.
No, that's fine. It's enough to make him like recoil.
Yeah.
For sure.
Man, he was a carpenter. Not a eagle.
It
Well,
puts it into perspective. Everyone sort of goes, "Ooh, this isn't just an open forum to."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he seems unperturbed. He seems genuine from your passive insights. He seems very genuine in his concern for the man that was like just trying to put him down. Yes, it will not be for a year at least. So we will make announcements. It will be open to all, and the ceremony will take place in Esshara. Enjoy the festivities. I would love to try some of that street food. Might have some brought to me, but enjoy yourselves. If anyone has any questions, please don't hesitate. We are here to serve you all. That is our purpose. And enjoy. And he sort of unceremoniously sort of backs off.
Does he look like sick, limping, frail, anything like that?
Roll your perception.
Perception?
Yeah.
Not great. 11?
He doesn't look unwell. He's not like hollow in the face. He's not limping or anything like that. You just notice he favors one side of it. The previous injury or something like that. And what you do notice is the little goblin fella sort of turns and follows him.
The other people on the podium?
The other people on the podium are sort of just chattering to each other. They're not the focal point.
Yeah.
As he steps down from the podium, they sort of one by one trail off at their own leisure. It's not a like super official thing. It's just making a general announcement.
Pretty big
Like
announcement.
dude comes in, he's like, "Hey, festival's fun. By the way, I'm retiring. Okay, have fun, guys."
Yeah, have a good one. Like, how else do you let everybody know something?
Not happening for a year at least, though.
Yeah. So Alf's got some training. He's got some.
I'll say, where is Alf in relation to us? Can I kind of make sure people aren't just swarming him right
Yeah,
now?
I was thinking that.
People are more giving him space, if anything. You can just take labels off. That's okay. Yeah, people aren't so much swarming him. They're sort of like looking at him like, oh, he's royalty. He was just shoulder to shoulder with him. People are kind of a little.
But that was kind of the point of his speech, wasn't it? Be shoulder to shoulder with your countrymen.
We walk among you.
And so you
I
get.
walk up to him and put like my hands on the back of his shoulders, like all casually in front of these people who are like.
Yeah, all these people that are. Yeah, and sort of slap him on the back. Oh,
Really congratulate him.
I was a little nervous. That man started yelling. Is he still?
Yeah, I think
He's
Varys got his finger.
Oh, that was Varys.
I didn't see anything. I saw a bird swoop down.
Well, yeah. Sorry. I don't know what to expect.
Kincaid walks up with like 5 of the potato spirals in his head. Oh my god, Alex, you got to try this! And you like just like plonk like a handful.
Oh, yeah, but
That one's a salted vinegar one, that one's like a chili one, and I haven't tried that one. I think it's like honey mustard or something, but it's so good.
Delicious. Delightful.
so he seems to relax a bit now that he's chatting to people that he knows. The crowd around are sort of like looking at the group of you crowding around him, being familiar with him. You're getting a very general sense that the Allos isn't some way removed person. They are very much of the people, like they're involved, and that is the purpose of what Alf did. That was why he went among the people, so that he could get to know them.
Sounds like Farazan in the excellent show Rings of Power.
Doesn't. Have not seen it. Let's not
Don't
go
have
there.
time. I've heard nothing but good things about it. Don't have time.
While
Still
you
count
are,
drops.
if I missed anything. Yes, the food places are, very muchly promoting mac and cheese as the brand name. And anytime you get food off them, that's sort of the name rolling off their tongue.
So is mac and cheese the brand that is making all the food?
Yes.
So it's mac and cheese brand fairy bread.
Okay.
Mac
Right,
and cheese
okay.
isn't a thing per se.
Yeah, it's just the
It's
name
their
of the brand.
Interesting.
Is it like people's names? Like
So it's like Texter or You know.
Band-Aid.
Or is it
Yeah.
two guys, Mac and Cheese?
Could be.
Oh yeah, actually, it's
Oh.
like Ben and Jerry's.
Oh, please.
like mac and cheese. This is Mac of mac and cheese.
Alf, what's the deal with Mac and Cheese?
Or is it Mac and the surname is and cheese?
You have no idea. Alf sort of. I haven't seen them.
Them, so it's a couple.
Well, there's a lot of stuff. Walked around.
Yeah, but what's whose business is it? You know.
We asked one of the just walk up to get the potato one that I've been taking by the fistful from.
He's like, oh, you're back.
Oh my
Eva.
god!
You want more something video?
Yes!
Eva?
I'm just eating it
Mac and
like
cheese, you'll see him soon.
absolutely. So see them? Who are they? That's amazing.
I'm not permitted to tell you.
Well, are they interested in business opportunities outside of Esshara? That's why I asked. Nick.
Yeah.
Surreptitiously, and then Nick. I represent a collective who would be interested in licensing a franchise in Stonebridge.
Maybe.
We have the infrastructure.
Maybe.
We can just
Yeah,
convert the other one
we've got the
into-
shop front.
Maybe you could speak with Mac and Cheese himself.
Who is Mac
Kincaid
and
to
Cheese?
himself in his head. Mac and cheese, where could you arrange a meeting? Are they here somewhere?
I've never met him. But what you can do is when the store opens in 3 days' time, come and speak to the staff, and we will arrange discussion. Now, oh yes, couple of chili for you. I mean he's busy handing
Yeah.
out stuff, but to the side, sort of. Yes. And we rolled the 18, the 16.
I rolled
I think 18. I think we both.
Yeah, we
rolled
both
16.
18. On the 18, while you're wandering around, you spot some folks that you know.
Mithril Vanguard.
In town. And they have followers on. People are almost fangirling around them. They're a fairly well-known name at this point.
Just call out.
Hold on.
I'd say, out of game question, would I have ever met them personally?
No, you would have been at Bard Club.
Yeah, okay.
You would have.
And you were in prison when we met them.
Yeah, but I have family history with them.
Right.
But no, you personally wouldn't have, but people in your family.
Yeah, because my family runs a mithril mine. They are the Mithril Vanguard.
Makes sense.
How do you think they got all their gear?
Makes sense.
You sponsor them.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're like the Voight in.
Yeah,
They
I'm
turn
like,
around.
yeah,
put
I'm
your
like,
name on
yeah.
their back.
Do you see that little symbol on their
Yeah,
sleeve?
yeah.
Yeah, that's my clan.
Rockspitter clan, baby.
Just under the Blue V Energy sponsor.
I'll just call out Dark Singer.
So you spot them sort of a little ways away.
Oh, they're okay.
People are getting like autographs and that sort of
Right.
stuff.
They're like BTS.
You can see them. They've like mithril on display. They look imposing. They look quite professional and sleek, and the chromy sort of color of their mithril really ties it in. As you sort of spot them on your perception check, you begin to hear shouts from the west.
Which way did we come from?
We came from south a little.
Okay.
What are the shouts saying?
Just general shouts. And it's not Hollywood.
1 year, boys. 1 year.
you do hear shouting though. And then you hear one piercing scream. That sort of changes the tone of the crowd around.
Like, does it sounds like a
Someone's being
terrible
stabbed.
things happening scream, not a kid's having fun running around screaming. It's like a someone's been murdered scream.
People sort of pause for a second, like, because you have
Like
been
very
hearing
fast and
pops
just
and
got kicked
bangs.
off Friday.
Yeah.
You're hearing kids running around. Like,
I'd say, yeah, can I
making
like
a
run
ruckus.
to investigate?
But this one is more of a blood curdling.
Yeah.
Kincaid, steady me.
Can we see Alf? Is Alf still with us?
Alf's nearby.
Okay, but-
I
chatting
want to go straight to Alf.
Okay.
Kincaid, steady me.
You fall on me, I'm like,
the ground.
just fold over.
Support me, I'm going up.
I'm going in.
Oh, right, sorry. I know. I just fireman carry. Like I Hodor carry you.
That was good.
Varus goes next. Kincaid rub the back of his head.
But yeah, I want Hermes going towards the west.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like running towards where the
Yeah, I'll be following through to
yell came from.
All right. So as you walk into Hermes, flying up above, you gain some height, and you can see people running back into the city. You see from the west, sort of pouring through the open gateways, humans
Okay.
chasing by the looks.
Okay. And they look
Make a perception check with
They look
fun
like
check.
a organised military. 18.
Beautiful. They are interesting, humanoid, but wide, sort of lipless mouths.
Okay.
Toads.
Humanoid. Oh, toad.
Toad.
Not a humanoid.
Frog people.
Yes. I
Humanoid
don't know how else to
toads.
describe them. That
Yeah,
would
yeah.
give you the
I
biggest
don't know,
picture.
humanoid toads.
Yeah, but they seem to be leaping in en masse.
Frog people.
Are they like?
Freakle, if
Does
you
it
will.
seem
Are
like
they
they're?
battle toads?
Are they battle toads?
I'm
Do
Is
just,
that what
like,
you're laughing?
well, I was just imagining like they're advanced, like because initially I was like humanoid toads, and I just
Right,
thought there'd be a
right,
bunch of
right,
dudes marching. Now I'm imagining they've all got like plate
playing
armor on the top
leapfrog.
half, and they all boing, boing, as like one in unison forwards, and their intimidating approach.
And because
Balance of-
because they spring, they can't wear armor on their lower half.
Yeah,
They're all just
that's what I'm
Winnie
saying.
the Poohing it.
That's what I'm saying. Like they get all the way down and then swap launch themselves forwards.
I don't want them to be moving as one though. I want them to be all
I wanna, like,
leapfrogging.
yeah.
Have you ever seen like
randomly.
footage of like a whole bunch of cane toads after?
Yeah,
that's what I'm just
like,
thinking.
It's more like that.
Okay.
There is an absolute wave of them. They're
So
humanoid,
pain toad-esque.
remembering, so not
So they're
squatting on the
large.
ground.
Do they seem aggressive in the way that they're?
Brandishing
Like are they
weapons.
armed? They're armed chasing these people?
They are.
Okay.
I'm gonna sprint as fast as I can over to there.
Yep. So what he's seeing, he's not relaying to you. He's
Yeah.
probably just relaying.
We're
it
still
to
just
you.
running
Yeah,
towards
we're
the
just
screen.
sprinting
Yeah.
towards
Like-
the green.
I can,
Yep.
while you're still within 30 feet, I'm gonna aid,
Yep.
Alf and Alf.
Okay.
Actually, the two of them.
So
plus
note
Alf.
down that you have aids.
Yep.
Plus AIDS.
Plus one aid.
So what is it? Plus 10 max HP.
10 to your max HP, current and max.
Hit points.
Beautiful. So as you fireman carry Varus back to Alf Wax's, sort of like, get down, Mr. President.
Yeah, very. That's exactly. It's
Get behind the book.
it's not safe here, Mr.
Oh,
President.
no.
Wait.
Well, he's
Esshara
how
has
tall is
fallen.
he?
He's not as tall as you. He's 5'7".
Isn't he a dwarf?
No, he's
He's
a
a half
half elf. You're thinking of
No
Gil the
way.
gnome, the little halfling.
You thinking of
Alpinus?
Gil?
He has
Gil
been
the
a half elf
halfling.
the entire
Who's
time.
who's the other dwarf that was with us
Gil the halfling.
when we did the original karting? Who plays the
Oh,
Who play?
No, Alf plays the lute, but the other dwarf with us was
Boric?
Boric.
Oh, Boric, the driver, yeah.
But he was just a driver.
Yeah.
You've combined the two in your
I've been
head.
picturing he was a dwarf this whole
He's
time.
not
No.
Okay.
When you said half elf, I was like, nah.
We must be talking about something.
Pretty much.
So as you sort of get over to Alf, you lot sprint. You're sort of starting to part the crowd. People are like milling in confusion. We need to go to
After like 10 seconds of seeing all that, can I come back to my body?
shop.
So how far away would I be? Like going full sprint for one turn?
So you're in Harrenwick's garden.
Yeah.
Full sprint. You don't. You get probably. That get you to.
60 feet.
You got a long way to go. Basically, you're quite close to the center of the city.
So how far away would they be?
Yeah, the screens are fairly distant. You would have no idea. Varus might, but you wouldn't. But you guys start running. You're sort of splitting the milling crowd, and we will leave the session there.
Okay.
Pick up next week.
I think so.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Should be right.
Next week.
Yeet.
Beautiful. Good stuff.
Oh, Brad. Very
Next week, let me have a look. I'm pretty sure I'm good for it.
Excellent. Ooh, the camera just turned off.
Alright,
thanks for watching. Don't spread broken camera cables. No,
Yeah.
only happiness. Or whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
Whatever we say these days.
Whatever the sign off is.
Spread happiness.
Not Herbies.
Not Herbies.
Or that either.
Don't listen to the 9 God GPS.
Yes.